Hello and welcome to this continued coverage of the ZP polls. Today is the day which many are saying are the semi-finals in the run-up to the 2026 assembly election, 2027 assembly election. I don't think so, because normally the ZP goes to the government. Whatever the anti-incumbency may be, incumbency may be, angst may be, whatever. However, this time to discuss this, we will discuss the analysis a little later, but to give a general brief about what's happening, I have a panel discuss, give brief and analyze what is happening today. I have a panel in the studio, Viraj Bab Naik, our own psephologist, and Francis Bab Coelho, politician, as well as our reporters on the field. So I'll start off with Viraj giving us a general about what's happening, the general details for us. Viraj Bab.
Voting has already started. Total 50 seats are there in Goa. Can we have slide 1 please? Total 50 seats, as you can see on the screen, in Goa, out of which 25 are in North Goa and 25 are in South Goa. Total voters are 8,68,637, out of which 4,39,480 are in North Goa and 4,29,157 are in South. Polling stations total 1284 in Goa, out of which 658 is in North Goa and 626 is in South. Now coming to the voting percentages, so we'll get you the latest voting percentage as and when it comes, but just to give you an perspective, last election in 2020, can we have slide 2 please? Last election in 2020, the voting percentage was 56.82. The voting percentage slide please. Voting percentage was 56.82, out of which 58% was in North and around 55% was in South. So North Goa had slightly higher voting percentage than South Goa, as is the case most of the times. Voting has already started and will continue till 5 p.m. We'll get you the figures as and when they are released. Now coming to the results, last election results in ZP elections happened in 2020. So we'll come to the tally. Can we have the slide 3 please? Yes. So out of 25 in North, BJP got 19 seats, Independents got 5 and Congress got 1. So the one seat that Congress got was in Santa Cruz, whereas the Independents were in Arambol, Morji. They were basically backed by G. Tarolkar, who then went on to become an MLA in 2022. Kiran Kandolkar's wife, Kavita Kandolkar, won in Kolwale. Pena de Franca was won by an independent supported by Rohan Khaunte. And Latam Barsem was won by a candidate supported by Dr. Shetye, who again went on to become an MLA in 2022. So independents, as far as independents are concerned, there are quite a few who have gone on to become MLAs, or their supporters who had won, those guys have gone on to become MLAs. Coming to South Goa, 14 seats were won by BJP, 3 were won by independents, 3 by the Congress, MGP got 3 and NCP and Aam Aadmi Party got 1 seat each. Aam Aadmi Party got its seat in Benaulim, supported by Venzi, and then Venzi subsequently went to become an MLA in 2022. NCP got its lone seat from Kolva, supported by Churchill Alemau. As far as Congress is concerned, the 3 seats that they got were in Kurtori, Veli and Nuve. And independents were Dominic Gaonkar in Raya, Kortali it was Antonio Vaz, who again went on to become an MLA, and Naveli it was Sipru. Naveli election was delayed and was held later, but these were the results. There was a by-election in Naveli, sorry, not by-election, it was delayed. And again, after 2020, there was a by-election because 2 ZB candidates got elected as MLAs. So there was by-election in Kortali and Naveli. Antonio Vaz and Ullas Tuekar went on to become MLAs in 2022.
Yeah, thanks very much. Friends, but now on the ground, now I know you've not had much of a chance to go to other constituencies, but in Taligaon, Panjim, what is the scene? People are coming out to vote. What is it that you've seen?
In the morning I was going to some of the polling booths. There's no mad rush like you see for a assembly election, but there are like short queues at all of the polling stations. Santa Cruz has more people coming out to vote. Kamarjo has a lot of people coming out to vote, is what I'm hearing. Kortalim has a lot of people coming out to vote. The rest of the constituencies, I'm still getting updates from different people. But there seems to be a slight buzz basically from yesterday, which till like 2 days back wasn't there. There wasn't a lot of noise happening regarding the election. Campaigning was going on and things were happening, but the people like us who are politically active, people us who are living, eating, breathing politics, for us we can feel the buzz because we're talking politics morning, evening, night. But if you go and sit with like some people, some housewives, or you go and sit with some grandparents or these kind of people, they are not talking about it. Means the buzz is not percolated down to everybody. But looks like people are coming out to vote, and we are hoping that we'll cross, because the last time in the pandemic the average voting was 56% for both North and South Goa. We are hoping this time that it will cross 56% and reach at least I think 60%. If it reaches 60%, that means something is happening. If it doesn't reach 60%, then I don't see too much of change is what I'm thinking. So we'll know better figures by around 4 o'clock as to what is the percentage of people that have come out to vote. Also, I feel the Goa State Election Commission hasn't done a lot of promotion to promote the election.
Nothing they've done.
Yeah, which is the Central Election Commission generally before an election does a bunch of campaigns where they talk to the youth about the importance of coming out to vote. They explain they talk about anything. They create a buzz basically. They talk about new rules and regulations in polling. They talk about new systems, like they were talking about how they are keeping water at polling stations or CCTV cameras, or the Election Commission starts doing that, the Central Election Commission, whereas the Goa State Election Commission has done nothing.
But ambassadors, they have people like who are prominent or popular. They get those people also to talk to people.
Yeah, they get celebrities basically to endorse the election. They do I was part of an organizing committee where the Delhi Central Election Commission had organized concerts in Delhi.
Really?
For the youth.
Wow.
And we had done a concert, and there was a band called Indian Ocean playing, and between the concerts, all the artists used to talk to the youth about the importance of going and voting, and they used to do interactive sessions during the concert. So they used to ask the kids to raise their hand of how many people have voted, how many people haven't. Then they'll ask somebody who hasn't voted why you haven't voted, and this kind of discussion helped people to realize that voting is so important, which I feel is something that the Goa State Election Commission needs to do. If I were in their place, I would have run a basic campaign in colleges to say, hey guys, do you know that the ZP election is coming up? What is the Zilla Parishad? What is the Zilla Parishad? What is happening in this election? How many people are contesting, and so on and so forth. So basic stuff that the Goa State Election Commission could have done, I feel, is missing, and we are hoping that next time onwards they will do all of this stuff to ensure that more and more people come out to vote.
Actually, I know the SEC pretty well, the meaning, because he was there as a GPSC and IAS earlier. But this time the SEC they've got absolutely no time. So he's been, I think, 10 days before, and then the reservations were in court and all that. So this is something that the government should look at and appoint one SE for a long term, because the CEC, it's a continuous process. Whoever comes, the central agenda is set, and it it's pushed out. So here it doesn't look like the state has planned it out. It's a very knee-jerk sort of a reaction because you have to do it, you have to do it. So this is one of the reasons why the SSC has not actually promoted this election.
See, I'll tell you, when we worked with the Central Election Commission in Delhi, at that time, I remember one of the IS officers who then came to Amaya Abhyankar, he was posted to Goa after that. And he was in charge and he was working with the Central Election Commission. He was also brand new. But before he took office...
No, time before the election.
That's what I'm saying. Before he took office, the Election Commission already had their
agenda.
Mission statement to, interact with so many youth, to do so many reach out programs, to do so many interviews, to like sign on so many celebrities. All of this was already planned by the Election Commission. So similarly, whether Menino, before he was appointed, if you go to the State Election Commission, there is an entire staff over there. If they just have some
very
kind of
basic stuff.
Yeah, but whatever it is, even if it's 5 people, they have, that office needs to have something to do. because literally they've got, in 5 years, they've got, I think, 2 elections? One is a panchayat and one is a ZP. Just 2 elections.
Yeah, correct.
So rest of the 5 years, they can be educating people on voting. They can be doing so many more activities on, they've swung into action because of the SIR and they've all been given some kind of duty.
SIR, no, SEC nothing.
They have.
CEC.
They have, but the SEC has been given some kind of
duty.
they've
been told to check out whoever's
there. Some kind of data collating and that kind of stuff they are doing. But I'm saying that we've got an office, it is functioning. The main thing that they should be doing is talking to people about the importance of local body elections.
Actually, yes, for a grassroots democracy like India, that is very important. Panchayat and ZP. ZP so not.
But ZP, see, I am not too sold on ZP because I don't see the ZPs having a lot of funds
for Goa
to do a lot of stuff in Goa. Like if you go to Maharashtra, the ZPs have a lot of funds
because they are huge constituents. They need to a lot of development.
Yeah, so they have a lot of funds and they have a lot of decision-making power.
Actually, we are watching some visuals. There seems to be a steady stream of people walking in to vote. This is from various constituencies. I think this is from Bicholi, that is the MLA Chandrakant Shetty voting. This in May. So this is the Bicholi MLA. This is a lot of. It seems to be steady. It's not sort of huge line, but not bad. Look at the. Yeah, people are coming out to vote. These are visuals from Morji. This is another going to be a very hotly contested constituency for the assembly elections. So now, Viraj, you have anything latest?
So we have
for
some figures coming in from some constituencies. Among them, currently till 10 a.m. figures, Arambol is 17%, Morji is 16.26, Dargal is 15.9 and Torshe is 14.48. Similarly, this is up till 10 a.m.
Okay.
Similarly, in the south, Naveli, Girdoli, Davoli and Kortali and Kurtori, the voting percentage is around 10 to 12%. So north it seems to have a slightly higher percentage.
Yeah, okay. Now this is one point. Before I get to Francis, I have my own theories. Of course, as you all know, I have my theories on most things. But why you think that the north is? I'm going somewhere with this. So give me your best thing. Why you think that the north is the voting percentages are always more than the always means last time and even last time. Why according to you?
No, south.
From an analytical point of view.
South, if you look at Salsette specifically, the voting percentages have been lower compared to rest of Goa. The obvious reason is there are a lot of expats who are not.
No, South Goa versus North Goa. Forget about Salsette.
Even if you look at
Salsette.
I mean, sorry, South Goa. So there are a lot of people who are not staying in Goa. They are staying abroad. A lot of population is staying abroad. Some are there in India, but other parts of Mumbai, Pune, and so on. So that is the reason the voting percentage is likely 1 or 2% lower in the south. North Goa, of course, there are people who are not in Goa, but there is a major chunk in that Valpoi, Penne, Sattari, Bicholi belt where maximum population stays in Goa. The percentage of population which is outside of Goa is lower compared to South Goa. So that is one of the reasons.
According to you?
Yeah.
Francis?
According to me, I feel that, you know, the North Goa politically active people is a slightly larger, is my feeling.
Who is politically active? The politicians are politically active,
The
or
most-
the people
most-
are politically
Most of
active?
the politicians are living in North Goa. So there's a lot of buzz happening in North Goa. Like I think out of the 38 MLAs are living in Panjim and Taligaon. So because of that, maybe
Benjamin, it's not North Goa, it's Tiswadi Mare.
Yeah, it is North Goa. No?
Theoretically, okay.
So yeah, other than that, see, another reason I feel that you know, the percentage is higher in North Goa is because the polling booths are close by. The population is you know, densely populated in and around polling booths. In South Goa, the polling booths are at quite a distance. So you have to be really motivated to get up and go to a polling booth for an election that you feel. I think that's another reason.
Wow. Like,
That's another.
actually, it's other way around. North is like bad, except for Kankan.
No, but where the polling stations are really far. In Kankan, Sangay, all of these places, the polling booths are, you know, you have to get onto
Bikes.
bikes or whatever and get to your polling booth. Here, that's not like, you know, our polling booths are walking distance here, especially in places like Santa Cruz, Panjim.
Santa Cruz is no, they are not. They are like cities here. They should have been made urban centers. Okay, now do you all want to hear my opinion on this?
Yes.
Francis is hesitating. Okay, let me tell you one thing. Let me go back to the Lok Sabha elections. Lok Sabha elections. What was the thing? Who won and what were the percentages in North and what were the percentages in South? Who won in South? Salsa especially dominated. Who?
South was Congress, North was
BJP. And the skewed percentage, BJP was like, it went through the roof, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. And South was
by a margin of a lakh of
like
votes.
plus. And the South was won by the Congress because of the Aam Aadmi Party. This I've said it again, I'm saying now. Because of Benawali and this we had predicted. If Benawali touches this, it's gone through. Yeah. So my point is this. In Goa and in most states in the country, it is the mobilization of voters which counts. Now, I am a journalist, but I have been part of the election process for a very long time. From the political side, you have to go and get people out. The BJP is a very, very strong election machinery. They bring people out. MLAs are told, boss, this is your booth, you have your booth this, you have your booth that, you have to booth that. This is the same system that AAP followed. They lost their way in, as far as strategy is concerned in some way. But their data and their organization is superb till date. Be it Valley. So they have gone and got the people out. And North is dominated by the BJP, which showed in the Lok Sabha elections. And which showed even in the, now once upon a time Bardez also was 50-50, but like Michael basically swept the Bardez thing for the BJP. So this is the reason why percentages and why it is so difficult to, this is why the percentages goes up. One. Second thing, like for example, you talk about Valpo and Satari, they may live in like that, these people may live in the thing, but one call from the MLA and he'll send a vehicle and you come for voting. You better. There's no thing that you don't come.
Yeah, but then that can be happening in the South also.
Wait, no, I'm not done. Now we're talking about North. Now in South Goa, if you noticed, even this time, the BJP is not interested in Salset and many of the South areas. They are interested in certain areas, like you Sangay, Satari.
I don't think they're not interested.
Wait. One second. Yes, I am saying that. They not even put candidates. They just back some people. So what happens is the infrastructure of the Congress is not good. The infrastructure of AAP may be good, but the infrastructure of the Congress is not good. They don't have the capacity and the will and the vision to get people out. See, now the Congress relies on minorities. Now the affluent minority, which is strong in large parts of Salset, are not going to come out unless you bring them out. That's the reason normally for ZP, they don't mind. Like we say, what is going to happen in ZP? It's just some like time pass. We'll see in assembly. So this is the reason why in many constituencies people don't come out. One, economically, except for Sioli and Kalangut, where the business is dominated by outsiders, Economically, not so good in north. In south, you take Salset, Margam, whatever, very strong commercially. So that if you notice this time in Salset, the BJP has not put candidates. They have backed candidates, supported candidates in many of the constituencies in Salset. You talk about Salset, no? But in other areas, like Subhash Valdesai or Tawadkar and all, you look at the numbers there, but it dips down here. So this is one thing, that the infrastructure which we saw in Bihar, the opposition, certain sections, the primary opposition is structural and not strong at all. They don't have, you should know, yaar, you have worked with them and like whatever, when you were with AAP. So that time you should know, like, and you see the way the certain people work. This is one of the reasons, this is what I feel. I don't know, you all can agree or disagree with me.
See, there are, there are two aspects to this. One aspect is when you say like the politicians are getting people out in the north. Yeah. Those same politicians exist in the south. So
yeah, but they don't have the either vision, will or infrastructure. Now, for example, in Benauli, look at the Lok Sabha, the amount of people that came out in the Lok Sabha.
Correct.
What? That time people were not going abroad and here and there.
That was, see, that
because they brought them out, they took that. Okay, anyway, we'll discuss it a little further. I have Ramesh online from South Goa. Ramesh Bab, किती चालला? तू हुया exactly आता?
सद्याक आमी आसात ते बेतलां आसात आणि बेतलांक जे वोटिंग चल्लां हे स्मूथली चल्ले कडेन आसा. सकाळी 8 जे स्टार्ट जाल्ले. या
Can we just increase the volume? Yeah.
जे जिल्हा इलेक्शन जे जाल्ले.
Just a second. Ramesh, 1 second, 1 minute, 1 second. Yeah, Ramesh, Asa tu? Are we offline? Okay, sorry. Anyway, what you were saying? Go ahead while we
see. I'm saying that you're talking about the higher number of people and percentage of people.
We were talking about the why not
is
more than thing.
See, let's compare apple to apple. I agree that a party like Congress is not as organized.
Yeah, sorry. Ramesh Bab sang.
आम्ही सकाळचे जिल्हा पंचायती इलेक्ट जाल्ले. हे जवळजवळ आता 11 म्हणले जाल्यार वोटिंग जे आसा हे खूप स्लो चल्ले कडेन आसा. हांगा आमी स्टार्ट बाळ्ळीच्यान केल्ले ते बेनोड्या, खड्ड्या, मागीर सुबदळ्या, पाडी, बारशे म्हळ्यार आमी गेले. पण जे इलेक्शन चलता, जे वोटिंग चलता, हे वोटिंग खंय तरी खूब स्लोली आसा. कित्याक सकाळी रातची खूप थंडी पडली आणि या थंडे खातीर एकानी कमी लोक भायर सरले. आता 12 नंतर पळोवच पडटले की कितले परत वोटिंग जाता, लोक वोटिंगा येता ते पळोवच पडटले. सध्या एट प्रेझेंट आमी आसात ते बेतूल हांगा आसात आणि बेतलांक जे वोटिंग चल्ला हे नॉर्मल चल्ला आसा. पण कितें बेतूल जो केपेचो जो बूथ आसा त्या बुथाचेर जवळजवळ 400 ते 500 वोटिंग आसा. पण 2 बूथ आसात. या दोन्ही बुथाचेर एक हेचेर 80 जाला आणि दुसऱ्याचेर 98 जाला. म्हणटरे हेजे कळटा की वोटिंग जे आसा हे खूप स्लो चल्ले कडेन आसा. आता 12 नंतर पळोवच पडटले की कितली वोटिंग जाता म्हणते. कित्याक हे जे वोटिंग सब्जेक्ट चालू आसा हे खूप स्लोली आसा. आता लोक येवपा जाय. आता तुमी जर वेळी जर पळयले, वेळी वोटिंग खूप जाले कडेन आसा, लोक भायर सरले कडेन आसा. पण थोडे जे हे आसा थंय वोटिंग जे आसा हे खूप स्लोली आसा. आता हे स्लोली कित्या खातीर जाता म्हणटा अजूनय कळना. एकानी लोकांक रांदपाक जाय, लोकांक आनी कितें काम करपाक जाय, हेचे खातीर स्लो आसा हे कळना.
रमेश, आता एक सांग म्हाका, आता ते लोकांक भायर काडपाक हो आतां तूं केपें हा काँग्रेस कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी मरे. आता तुजी आता बाणाले बा आप, वेली आप, आणि कोण आणि खंयची काँग्रेस कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी आहा तुमच्या सायड म्हाका सालसे तर म्हाका याद
काँग्रेस मोस्टली सगळी कडेन आसा.
ओन्ली केपें
गिरजोली आसा, केप्यां गिरजोली आसा, केप्याचेय आसा.
ओन्ली केपें एंड कुंकोली आर थिंग. आतां तूं केप्याचें उलयता मातशें स्लो आहा. लोक भायर काडपाक कोण आसा मनीस? कोण काडटा लोकांक भायर?
पळय भायर काडपाक मनीस ना. हांगा कितें आसा, हांगा लोकांक हाडपाची गरज आसा. वचोन प्रत्येकाक घरा कडेन वचोन हाडपाक जाय. पूण ही खंय तरी दीश पडना. आनी दुसरें इलेक्शन कमिशनरान मातशें स्ट्रिक्ट घेतला की गाडी रस्त्यार मदीं पार्क करपाक जायना, आनी खंय दवरपाक जायना. हेजे एक तांकां फटको बसपाक शकता. कित्याक लोक हँडिकॅप आसा, थोडे येता ते सामके डायरेक्ट बुथा कडेन वचपाक सोदतात. म्हणटकीर थोडी धाडना म्हणटकीर मागीर बेजारता आनी फाटल्यान पट्टी वतात. म्हणटकीर खंय तरी वोटींग जो आसा, वोटाचो रायट जो आसा वो मेळपाक जाय.
करेक्ट. ना दॅट इज फायन. पार्किंग रस्त्यार इज व्हेरी बॅड आयडिया. बट हांव फ्रांसीस बाबा कडेन उलयतालो. ना आतां वेली म्हणलें वेली लोक खूब हें जाला न्हू, मिन्स लोक भायर सरला. कित्याक?
खूब भायर सरला. वेळी कंप्लीट भायर सरलो लोक. हातूंय खरी लायनी आसा त्यो वेळीच दिश्ट पडटात की लोकांले लायनी आसात. जर तेज मुखार तूं बेतलां गेलो जाल्यार बेतलां लायनी कांय ना. एक बुथाचेर 4.5 सुमार.
रमेश
वेळी एमएलए क्रूज सिल्वा आसा.
फ्रॉम वीच पार्टी?
तो आपाचो.
ओके. एंड बेतूल वीच पार्टी?
बेतूल आसा तो काँग्रेसीचो आसा आनी दुसरो आसा तो बीजेपीचो आसा.
करेक्ट.
म्हणजे बीजेपी ऑपोजिशन आसा थंय बाबू कवळेकर आसा.
करेक्ट. सो माय आमी डिस्कस करताले आमी फ्रांसिसा वांगडा आनी विराजा वांगडा. वाय इज इट दॅट नॉर्थ आनी साऊथ फरक आहा एक्सेप्ट फॉर बेनावली एंड वेली? तेंगा वोटिंग खूब जाता. कित्याक? ऑर्गनायझेशन पार्टीचे आसा. तुम्ही बीजेपी सालसेतान आतलाय ना. वन. सेकंड थिंग, काँग्रेसा कडेन लोक मनीस ना और मनीस सोडून घालूंक सोदना लोकांक भायर काडपाक. यू एग्री ऑर यू डिसएग्री?
ग्लेन जाल कितें जाणा हांगा वेळ्याक बीजेपीची वोटिंग आसून सुद्धा बीजेपीन कॅन्डिडेट घातलो ना. ह्या लोकां मदीं एक प्रश्न निर्माण जाला. ते म्हणटा कितें आमचो कॅन्डिडेट आसून सुद्धा तुम्ही घातलो ना कित्याक? म्हणजे तुम्ही सपोर्ट कोणाक करतात हे आमकां खबर आसा. आमचे कितें करपाक जाय आमी ते करतले हे तेणी सांगले कडेन आसा लोकांनी.
Yeah, BJP is not going to waste time in a
this is
in a ZP constituency that they're not going to win, so they're not putting candidates.
This is exactly what I said. Now BJP is not concentrating on Salse. It's not for the time being. Later on, it will probably support candidates who it feels can cut votes, vote cutters. So this is my point. This is my point. Now for a BJP to put a candidate in Banawali and expect to win, no. See, BJP is an election machinery. And they have got strategies and they get experts to fight the election. Not only to pick up data, also to analyze and move on. Which is something that the opposition parties have to realize. You just blaming SIR and blaming migrants and blaming ATA, whatever, these EVMs and all. Now this is ballot. So let's see now what is the scene. Ramesh Bab, Ani, what about Margaon, Bargaon, Paula tu?
मारगाव म्युनिसिपालिटी लागता.
Boundaries.
जे लागता एक कोलवा लागता, बाउंड्री लागता. म्हणजे दवरली आसा. ही दवरले वोटिंग चालू आसा. वोटिंग बरें आसा. बाणावले बरें आसा. फक्त ना सालसेती थोडे कडेन जे आसा, जे कडेन बीजेपी आपण सारखे शुअर येता म्हणटा थंय खंय तरी स्लो वोटिंग चलता.
Thanks, Ramesh Bab. Thank you. We'll get back to you. Yeah. Viraj, now this is exactly what he has given his own analysis and interpretation, but the facts and figures what I said is this. Now you guys, now you tell me, do you all agree with what I'm saying or no? Now let's put the discussion open while up till the next reporter comes online. Yeah, guys, as soon as the next reporter comes, you can bring him on.
So,
right? While
since
the timing,
we
will
are on
be
that
discussing.
topic, now let's look at the constituencies where BJP has not fielded a candidate.
Okay.
On its own symbol.
Yeah.
So, one is Raya. So, Raya actually falls under Kurtori. So, part of it falls under Kurtori.
Look at Mandre, Koregaon. This is Shahpurkar. This is up. This is Mandra and Korgaon. Look at the lines. Look at the lines. Yeah, fine. No, I just wanted the people to see the visuals.
Okay, so Raya and I'll name the constituencies. So
Where is
basically-
this? Sorry, where is this? Mandra and Korgaon. This is Mandra and Pedne. Yes. Okay. Tamse. Yeah. Sorry. Look at the lines. Sang.
So, constituencies where BJP has not fielded a candidates are Raya, Nuhe, Kolwa, Veli, Benaulim, Kurtori and Kortali. So, they are
Sorry, you say
seven in
Raya, Nuve,
Raya,
Kolwa?
Nuve, Kolwa, Veli, Benavli, Kurtori and Kortali. So, Kortali, they are supporting independent candidate Antonio Vaz's wife. So, that is okay. Kurtori and Raya, probably they are supporting independents because Reginald is the MLA.
Yeah,
there
and
who's
they have got some
in an-
3,000-4,000
yeah.
votes there.
Now, Nuve, Kolwa, Veli and Banavli.
Nuve is a Congress seat.
So, these four
That would be a waste of,
constituencies,
initially,
they are-
as of now, it would be a waste to concentrate on
so
that. Benavli is also a non-BJP seat.
correct.
And so is Veli, it's a non-BJP
Yeah.
seat, whatever they might have.
Benavli and Kolwa, both
Naveli, they have got
constituencies-
4,000-5,000 votes.
Yeah. Now, Benaulim and Kolwa, both these ZP constituencies come under Benaulim Assembly constituency. Now, Veli and Nuve is where they've also not fielded candidates. Both are assembly constituencies of the same name. Now, Nuve, incidentally, BJP has its MLA, yet it has not fielded a candidate.
Let me just interrupt you. This is Bali. We were just talking about Bali. It's like little sad, but anyway, at least there is somebody, I don't know, inside the booth at least there must be somebody. This is my point. This is my point which I am trying to make. You need Goans, they have to be brought out. They have to be, you should have an infrastructure to get people out. Just having press conferences is not enough. They need people on the ground to get people out. Okay, anyway, sorry, Viraj, I interrupted you. My apologies.
Yeah, so Nuve, Kolwa, Veli and Benaulim, these four constituencies, BJP has not fielded a candidate, and Nuve, they have a sitting MLA, so I don't know why they have not fielded. Even Veli, there is some
That sitting MLA will probably lose his deposit if it sits on the
some
BJP
voting
ticket.
is there, because last time Savio Rodriguez contested from Veli and he got around 2,000 something votes. So that is that. So these four constituencies, what will the BJP voters do? So that's the question. In Raya, Kurtori, Kortali, they are supporting an independent backed by the sitting MLA who is supporting the BJP government. So that I think is okay.
But this point is that what I'm trying to make the bigger picture, Francis, now since you are a politician out and out, I'm trying to make a bigger picture that the BJP has thought this election out. It's not that they, okay fine, it's like just ZP, like forget it, we are in power, whatever. But they have thought it out. They have planned the strategy. How good it is, how bad it is, that's beside the point, because I don't think the BJP is that well organized this time the way it normally is. If it was, the Chief Minister would not have had to go door to door personally himself for a ZP election. He's done it because he's realized that he's had issues and he's had to go out and prove himself. Now, one point I would like to make, it's just for a debate. I feel that both for the Congress and for the opposition, I don't know how much it's going to help up, but for the Congress and for RG and for JFP or whatever, for the not even JFP, RG, that illegalities and that incident in Arpora has helped, has galvanized them. But it has also galvanized a very, very complacent BJP. Because Goa, I feel the BJP in Goa is very complacent right now. They feel that they have got everything. They have got the machinery, they have got the infrastructure solely on the direction of the way the central programs and all are being run. So you feel that will convert the independents to like Congress or RG or something like that, according to you?
Convert the independence to these people?
Independence will become less and it will go to party basis?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
These
so.
are Kalangut visuals I'm playing now.
I don't think so. It's going to convert, to these parties like RG or Goa Forward. Congress to a certain extent it might, to a certain extent. But what I see with or what is the issue that I see happening is that there are three aspects to it. Like you said, the Arpora fire and the incident at Birch has caused an impression. Right, in marketing we have three steps of it starts with an impression, then there's an interaction, and then finally there's a call to action. So the impression is there, okay, and a lot of interaction has happened because everybody in Goa is talking about it. Goans, non-Goans, every single body, the whole country is talking about it.
The world is talking about it.
Exactly.
It's being covered even by Sky News, forget about BBC and all.
So the impression of what has happened is imprinted on people's mind. Conversations have happened, so there is an interaction happening, but the call to action,
From whom?
Call to action has to happen from the political representative in that booth, on that ground, who's supposed to say, boss, you saw the fire in Arpora, don't you want something to happen? Don't you want some change to happen? Come out and vote against the government. That call to action is what is not, they've not been able to. At least I feel that some candidates are talking about it. Some candidates used that and they went on ground and they were talking about it and they said, you see what's happening in Goa, the Birch incident.
That is mostly South Goa candidates are talking about it, not so much in the North Goa.
Exactly, but there are few candidates who are talking about it. But that's a direct link of call to action that has to happen, which has not been used.
So leadership crisis in the opposition, you feel?
I feel leadership is there is a massive crisis of leadership. Secondly,
top level,
strategy.
top rung.
Strategy.
Okay.
The strategy of there is no strategy. Everyone is doing their own thing. There is no teamwork that is happening in the opposition.
Vision to hai?
No.
1 point agenda. Throw BJP down. Besides that, any vision?
No, but that can't be an agenda, no.
I'm just asking.
No, it can't
I'm
be an
playing the
agenda.
devil's advocate here.
It can't be an agenda. See, I have always said that when you're looking at when you're looking at getting a change done, right, you have to sell to people what you will do differently, right? I will want to tell people that I would do this differently. Like we were talking about the State Election Commission. If I am in government, I'll push the State Election Commission, hold some meetings with them and ask them to do programs throughout the 5 years.
Awareness.
Have an awareness calendar, get a budget sanction and do that, right?
Budget they have.
I can't sit up and say that because maybe the revenue minister is not doing it, don't vote for him. You have to say what you'll do differently so that strategy is not really there. There's a lot of mudslinging happening between the opposition.
This is Satari, what I was saying. Look at the crowd. And this is 11:30, it's hot. By the way, nights may be cold, but there is sun there.
Satari is a little cooler, yeah, so that's why maybe the crowd is hot.
I don't think. Anyway, I'm at a loss for words. So yeah, please go ahead. Francis,
yeah, so I'm saying.
Just look at the crowd. This is buzz, man. This is elections.
Yeah. There are some leaders who are able to mobilize people. Who are
able to or want to?
No, able to.
Able to, want
everyone
to.
Wants to.
No,
everyone wants to.
I don't think so.
Everyone wants to. There is also an ability,
Wait, stop, pause. What is the ability for me to go to Francis's house 1 week before election, tell him, boss, I'll come and pick you up, we'll drop you at the thing. What is the ability in that? Driving ability or license? What is that? Tongue. Goans can talk. Look at the speeches that are going on. Look at the press conferences that are going on. They are talking for hours and hours. What is there to go to, Francis?
Nothing is there to go. See, I'll tell you what. You take
ability. No, I'm talking about ability.
Okay,
is there ability needed?
Yeah, huge ability. Okay, you just take apple to apple comparison.
We are not Apple. We are Samsung.
No, I'm saying you take Samsung to Samsung comparison. Okay,
Samsung to Apple you take.
Orange to orange. There is a MLA like Vishwajit Rane who's got the ability and the money to send a car to every house in Valpoi. And then you take another BJP MLA like Ullas Tuekar. What is his ability to drive people out what is his ability to send how many cars? So there is an ability.
Willpower. He can send buses.
Willpower.
He can send kadama buses.
Tuekar also has the willpower to he's also wanting
Look
to
at Naveli in the election counting this, voting this time. Check. Just check. See the rate compared to the rest of the constituencies. Look at Naveli. Look, I am talking in South Goa. No? Look at Veli, look at Benavli, look at Naveli. Check the figures when we get them last. We'll be here on
they will
be high.
They will be high, yeah.
Higher
they are
than
always
the
higher than the rest in South Goa.
Not always, but this time they will be ZP.
No, but last election they were, right? For
ZP, I don't remember. Asle, right?
For parliamentary elections, they were higher, no? They
parliamentary elections, see, Salsed parliamentary election was a different ballgame. We'll not discuss this.
No, even if you look at Panchayat elections,
what is this?
Benoli Valley is the highest.
This is from Morji. Again, they are repeated visuals. Yeah. Viraj, now you tell me one thing. Now we are talking about elections is not only data, it is not only press conference, it's a whole thing. So people actually the call initially was not from the opposition. The call generally was from the Congress, from Goa Forward and RG. The Congress, they said that this is the semi-final for the 27 assembly elections. Now, if they lose the semi-final, are they going to give up? Because once it's a semi-final is a knockout. So they are going to give up and go home. See, according to me, they are not going to come anywhere close to even putting up a fight in most constituencies. Not to forget, South even.
See, ZP elections, the results.
No, you go later. If they lose the semi-final, are they going to knock out, go home?
No, it's not a knockout. So I'm getting to that. So ZP elections by default usually go with the ruling party.
Correct.
So if the ruling party gets a simple majority, then I will not call it
Look.
Then I'll not call it a victory per se. And if the opposition does not get a simple majority in ZP,
simple majority.
I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
wow. So you're on live camera.
Out of 25, suppose BJP gets 13, 14.
Then it will be a fight.
Okay. So, and the opposition gets something in 10, the balance basically.
Yeah, north or south?
Both places I'm talking about. So, in general.
What do you think?
I'll come to that. So, hear my logic out first.
Yeah, okay.
So, if BJP gets out of 25, majority is 13. So, if they get 13, 14, and the opposition gets the remaining, say 11 and 12. So, getting 11 and 12, I would still consider it as a good fight. I would even consider it as a victory.
Correct.
Because they can always build on that and then get better numbers in the next.
Yes.
But if BJP goes to say like 19, 20, and the majority is huge, then it could be a problem. North BJP we know is stronger than in South. So let's see what happens. But even if the opposition gets 9, 10, I think that's a good number, and they should not get demoralized. They can always work on it, better the numbers. Even in assembly election, what happens is anti-incumbency, all those who have not voted for ZP will also come for voting. The anti-incumbency will be much higher because ZP elections are not taken that seriously. The candidates will also put in more effort in the assembly election because more is at stake as far as the candidates and party is concerned.
Yeah, but my point why I said it semi-final is because the opposition brought up that thing. See, for the BJP, it's like they are always on thing, but the opposition said that it would be a semi-final. The ruling didn't say. That's my point. And not only opposition, the principal opposition party, the Congress, said it that this should be the semi-final. So I am saying semi-finals I have also played sports. I don't know if you have or Francis have, but I have played sports. Semi-finals is knockout. There is no league in semi-finals. So my point was that, which you like circumvented completely. What do you think?
No, it's definitely not a knockout. They lose
but semi-final, then why use that narrative?
I think they want to make a point that they want to get they want to tell people that you come out and you vote for the Congress.
Get people out. It's always been like that. See, elections since our college days.
Probably they are saying don't take this lightly because usually people take ZP elections lightly and then the results go with the ruling party. So probably they are trying to avoid that and they are saying this is semi-final, important, come vote. If you want change, make that change or whatever.
You know, university elections when we fought, we still took the URs and VRs in cars for voting. And we forget about
and you
kidnapped a few. I don't know. That we'll have to ask Vijay Sardesai. But what about the panchayat, municipality? You have to get people out, otherwise people don't come out to vote. Francis? Yeah. Okay, one sec. Before we get you online, Hiru, our reporter from he's online. Yeah, Hiru, tell us what is the scene in your area? Where are you first?
राईट ना आता वेलसाव ह्या गांवान आसा वेलसाव जे इन्फंट जिजस अकॅडमी म्हणून जे स्कूल आहा त्या हातून हांगा वोटिंग चालू आहा थिंगा वयल्लो पण सकाळसून हांव सांकवाळ कुट्टाळे केळशी ह्या भागात सगळे कडेन फिरलो बट सकाळसून जी वोटिंग दिसपाक जाय जे लोक भायर सरपाक जाय ते दिसून येयना आनी जर तशें दोग तीन जाण अशें लायनीन आसले ते भशेन दिसता आनी जेन्ना थाप मेरेनची जर आमी वोटिंग पर्संटेज पळयता जर ह्या सांकवाळ आनी कुट्टाळे भागात जाल्यार सांकवाळ ऑलमोस्ट 12.23 कितें आहा आनी प्लस कुट्टाळे सेम आहा 12.23 सो 10 मेरेन ही पर्संटेज जाल्यार लोक आमी जशे लोकांकडे विचारता लोक अजून मेरेन तितके भायर येयनात कित्याक की आमी प्रत्येक पार्टी कडेन उलयले जशे लिडर्सा कडेन उलयले तेंचे तेच आहा की लोकांनी भायर सरपाक जाय आमी पळयले की इलेक्शनाचे जे कॅम्पेनिंग जे सुरवात जाल्ले डे वनासून तेन्ना कॅम्पेनिंग सगळे लिडर्स भायर सरले आनी ह्या फावटी झॅडपी इलेक्शन एक डिफरंट दिसलें की लोक चडान चड त्याच प्रमाणे एक प्रचार चालू जालो लोक लिडर्स भायर सरलेले पण आमकां हे लोक आयज वोटिंगेक भायर सरलेले दिसून येयनात लोक खूप कमी प्रमाणात दिसतात एक चाव सान मेरेन जर भायर सरत जाय अशें दिसता पण सध्या तरी हांगा काय दिसनात आमी मोविन कुदिनो सकाळी जे पंचायत मिनिस्टर तेंची बायट घेतली तेंच्यांनी ते आर कॉन्फिडंट ते म्हणटा तेंचो लिडर येतलो तशेंच कॅप्टन विरियाटो फर्नांडीस जे आहा ते एमपी आहा तेंच्यांनी म्हटलें की लोकांनी चडान चड लोकांनी भायर सरपाक जाय जे गोंयान जे आता क्रायम वाडल्या जावं बाकीचे करप्शन आणि बाकीचे ज्यो फायर इन्सिडंट हे सगळ्याच्या मुद्द्याचेर विशयाचेर चिंतपाक जाय आनी तेन्नाच तेंच्यांनी वोटिंग करपाक जाय की वेदर कोणाक कशें कितें वोटिंग करपाचें त्याच प्रमाणे दुसरें म्हणटा ते आता बाकीचे जशे कॅन्डिडेट्स आहात ते सगळे प्रत्येक जण कॉन्फिडंट आहात म्हणटात पण हे टायमाचे इलेक्शन डिफरंटूच आसतले आनी वेदर कितके वोट्स कितके मार्जिन येतले चिंतपाचें आहा कित्याक की प्रत्येक एरियेन प्रत्येक जे आहा ते कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन आहा हे तीन चार चार सांकवाळ तर 8 जाण रावल्ले आसा सो वोटिंग हे सगळे डिवायड जावन वतले आनी ही वोटिंग पर्संटेज 10 मेरेन जी आहा हिची कमी आहा तर सान मेरेन जर बरी पर्संटेज मेळ्ळी जाल्यार बरें चड मार्जिन जावं डिफरंट कितें आसूं शकता पण सध्या तरी हे पळोवन एक डिफरंटूच पिक्चर दिसून येता याग्रेन
There is a very strong candidate, खूप strong candidate आहा ते अच्युत आहा आणि हो हा ऑफिशियल कॅन्डिडेट आहा अनऑफिशियल
या कॅन्डिडेट तशें उलोवपाक गेल्यार
स्ट्रॉंग सगळे नो
स्ट्रॉंग कॅन्डिडेट म्हटल्यार कशें आहा सांकवाळ जो भाग आहा सांकवाळ एरिया आहा जी कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी आहा भितर पळोवपाक गेल्यार अच्युत नायक हा जो पयलींचो कार्यकर्तो बीजेपीचो लास्ट 20-25 इयर्स तो कार्यकर्तो आसलो बीजेपीचो तेन्ना जेन्ना ताका ती तिकेट मेळोंक ना तेन्ना ताका खंय तरी इंडिपेंडंट रावचें पडलें तशेंच दुसरो आहा तो सुनील गावस जो बीजेपी कॅन्डिडेट म्हणून डिक्लेअर केल्लो आसा आनी तो सुनील गावस हो आहा तो स्ट्रॉंग आहा कित्याक की ताका मोविन गुदिनोचो सपोर्ट तशेंच गिरीश पिल्ले आनी बाकीचे सराउंडींग आहा जे विलेज सरपंच आनी पंचायतीचो सपोर्ट आहा तिसरो म्हणटा ते मारियन रोड्रिगीस आहा तो लोक तो एक्चुअली टीएमसीचो बट तो खंय तरी रावल्लो आसा आनी दोग तीन जाण आम आदमीचो आहा अलग म्हणून बट हे तितके हे ना बट हे फर्स्ट जे म्हणले मारियान अच्युत आणि सुनील गावस यांच्या मध्ये फायट जातली तसेच हांगा तर तिगूच कॅन्डिडेट जसे कुट्टाळी भागान जसे सँड्रा जे आहा हे काँग्रेसीचेर रावल्या आणि जी मार्सियाना वाज जी अतन वाजाची MLA ची वायफ आहा ही खंय तरी रावल्ली आसा यांच्या दोगांमध्ये फायट दिसून येता आणि सध्या तर वोटिंग कमी आहा बट लोकांचे डिपेंड आहा या वॉइस आयकूंक येना
या सांग यू वॉन्ट टू आस्क या हिरू म्हाका एक हे नाव लायक दीस हू आर द लिडर्स भायर सरल्या म्हणटा तूं हू आर द लिडर्स हू केम आउट अँड एक्चुअली डीड द प्रचार इन कोर्ताली और इन विच एवर द कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीज इन मुर्मुगांव अकॉर्डिंग टू यू
सांगपाचें म्हटल्यार जशें आमी सुरवात सांकवाळ भागासून करून सांगता तुका सांकवाळ स्वता सीएम येयल्या दामू नायक येयलो बीजेपीचे दामू नायक आनी तशेंच लिडर्स नरेंद्र सावयकरूय येवन गेला कुट्टाळे तशें काँग्रेसचे युरी आलमाव येवन गेले काँग्रेसचे मागीर कॅप्टन विरियाटोन कॅम्पेनिंग केला, सांकवाळेनूय केला कॅप्टन विरियाटोन. असे हे लिडर्स आले, त्या भायर बारीक बारीक सरपंच ते आहले, बट हे मेजर व्हडले लिडर्स जे आहले त्यांच्यानी स्वतः डोर टू डोर कॅम्पेनिंग केली आणि लोकांकडे आम्ही एक सरप्रायझिंग हे पावटी आमकां सरप्रायझिंग हे झेडपी इलेक्शन इतके इम्पॉर्टंट कित्याक खातीर की पयलीं आमी हे तरेचे केन्नाच झेडपी इलेक्शनाक पळोवंक ना की अशे लिडर्स सीएम जावं एमपी हे लोकांच्या दारार वचून वोटिंग मागताले. पूण दीस टायम आमकां दिसून येयले लोकांकडे कॉर्नर मिटिंगे घेवन येताना दिसून येयले. आनी आयज सकाळी जेन्ना वोटिंग सकाळी भायर सरून लोकांक अपील केली की सांज मेरेन बरें मोठ्या प्रमाणात वोटिंग जावचें अशी तेंच्यांनी अपील केली.
Yeah, CM went door to door in Kortali and this Daboli.
कुर्ताली बिकॉज दॅट इज अ इंडिपेंडंट कॅन्डिडेट, सो ते डायरेक्टली ताका काय मिटिंग बी काय अटेंड करूं ना बीजेपीच्या लोकांनी. बट इन सांकवाळ आमी पळयलें की सीएम थोडे जी 4-5 घरां त्यांनी ते डिफ्लेट दिले, परत एक मिटींग घेतली विथ दॅट जुवारीच्या लोकां वांगडा जे स्लम एरिया त्या एरियेन थंयसर मिटींग घेतली लोकांकडे आनी तांकां एश्युरन्स दिले की तांकां वॉटर सप्लाय दितले जावं आनी बाकीचे विशय आहा तेंचे ते सुटावे करतले म्हणून एश्युरन्स दिले तेंच्यांनी.
Yeah. Thanks, Hiru. Yeah, we'll come back to you. Yeah. See, listen. She's now. Yeah, thank you, Hiru. Now, my point is that the chief minister himself has been. Where is this, Dylan? Where? What are the visuals you're watching? Which area? Vasco. Yeah, we were just with Hiru and this is like Vasco, what we were saying. Yeah, so the point is the chief minister, I don't know, I have not seen anybody ZP. Chief minister,
I remember
door to door.
Parikar also campaigning for a ZP election.
Nah, re.
Yeah. See, the leaders like Parikar went down because they are, they are committed to doing whatever. Here, it's a different thing. Pramod Sawant has to go on ground because he doesn't have a choice now. He's, if he doesn't go on ground, he's taking the flag for a lot of things that are happening. Also, see, another thing that, I want to discuss and, let me give you an example. When we were talking to people in Talegaon, and we were talking to
People had come out in Talegaon?
No, not as much. Not like you're seeing in Mandra and these places. Okay.
But one second. I just got an update. Talegaon is the lowest voter turnout in North.
That's what I said. No, I went a couple of polling booths and there is the people are not coming out. So, I want to tell you about my discussions with people. When we talk to people and we tell them ZP elections are coming up and, you should come out and vote. People ask questions about what is the Zilla Parishad.
I see, okay.
They want to know what is
failure of SEC.
Not only failure of SEC, it's a failure of the current government and previous governments as well. Because, see, if you look at why was the Zilla Parishad formulated, what was the reason for it to be formulated is because you've got a central government and you've got a state government. And then you've got directly village panchayat, right? There is, the Zilla Parishad was formulated as a link between the two. So, all central government schemes, all state government schemes are supposed to be implemented by the ZPs. Another thing is all the
not the panchayats.
Panchayats are implementing it, actually implementing it. But coordination and supervision is supposed to be happening by the Zilla Parishad.
Not the MLA.
By the Zilla Parishad, not the MLA.
But now it is MLA. Sir.
Exactly. And that is what, like for example, if you see our ZP in Talegaon, most people don't know her name. She is not there for any of the,
it's not Stanley?
It was a female seat the last time.
Oh really? I thought it was Stanley also.
No.
And Santa Cruz also?
Santa Cruz also same thing. Any place you go, they don't know who their ZP is. But what is the reason a Zilla Parishad was formed? It's because there is supposed to be a link between the center and state government and the implementing people. So somebody to coordinate, somebody to supervise. They have BDOs, block level officers. The Zilla Parishad is supposed to be in touch with those BDOs and find out what is going on in that block. How many roads have been made? How many bridges have been built? District roads are very important in the districts. You've got state highways, you've got national highways, and then you've got the district road that leads to people's houses. So whether those roads are built, whether the bridges are built, and also all of the other infrastructure, like for example, healthcare, education, agriculture, social welfare, disaster management. Okay. Now you take social welfare schemes, for example. Who's supposed to ensure that, all the say senior citizens in your district or your in your ZP constituency, all of them have got their social welfare
Who's
cards.
supposed to who's supposed to ensure?
The panchayat is supposed to ensure,
Huh.
but who's supposed to ensure that the panchayat is doing their job?
Okay.
Is the ZP,
Not the MLA.
not the MLA.
Okay.
It is
but
not the
BDOs
MLA's
and all
job.
are supposed to brief the ZP, right? But
Exactly.
right now BDOs are directly at the call and BS, so the MLAs call up.
Exactly, and that-
despite the ministers trying to wash the hands of the panchayat thing, they are the ones who call the shots.
See,
this is
so-
what is happening. Are you trying to say?
Yeah, it is completely relevant. No, you look at the Arpora incident, right? When the panchayat tried to do something, they were sidelined immediately by who? By the BDO. Whose job was it to come and say like the BDO shouldn't be doing this? What's the ZP's job to say that, boss, the BDO's job is not to overrule the panchayat. You know what I'm saying? But who is told the ZP to not interfere, or is not even allowing the ZP to interfere, is the local MLA. I can see it happening in Talegaon, where in Talegaon it's a very sad situation where our local MLA also doesn't have a choice. And so no local MLA, no ZP, and the punch
guys are orphans, yeah.
and the punch members are like literally, I'm sorry to say, very nice people, but they're like peons. They're just doing the bidding of somebody. So
Agnel is a good friend of mine. Yeah. How you being so personal?
I am not being personal. I am not taking any names. You're taking a names. But the point is, there is a structure of governance which includes a coordination and supervisor. It's like the structure of policing. There is a
I get your point. I'm just trying to
there is a PI. There is
a lighter note.
There is a police inspector and there are sub inspectors, right? And the sub inspectors have their jobs, and then there are beat officers. There are havaldars. There is a hierarchy, and every level of that hierarchy in the police system works.
It
functions.
does not work.
It works. It does not work to the best of its ability, but there is, you don't see that the PIs or the king and everybody. You go to Panjim police station, the assistant PIs are doing their job. They are
allowed to do their job. Many times they are not.
See, in cases where they are not, there is political pressure and they are not. But the guy is doing his job. He's working extremely hard. The assistant PIs, the sub inspectors,
totally.
they are working very hard. So the entire hierarchy is working. Whereas over here, what the MLAs have done is they have just sidelined the entire Zilla Parishad people. Okay, which is their job is to be in touch with the block level development and look at the block and see what is happening. Are the roads being done? Is the health schemes? For example, there are a lot of healthcare schemes, right? Manrega, for example. Who is supposed to ensure and give a report? The BDO is supposed to give a report to the state government, and the state government is then going to give a report to the central government to say all the Manrega schemes are implemented, right? Who's supposed to ensure that the BDO is doing his job? Is the ZP member. None of that is happening. You look at in Goa, for example, agricultural schemes or schemes for fisheries department, right? Or you look at schemes that are there for the SC community, ST community. There are loans available for the ST community and there are loans available for the SC community. None of these schemes reach the people, and the person who's supposed to supervise that the schemes reach the people is the ZP member. But the fact that the ZP member is not getting a job to do is not getting a chance to do his job is not by it's not by design. By design, he's supposed to do his job. He's supposed to be allowed to do it. By choice, he's not getting to do it because the MLA is basically hounding them and not allowing.
Okay, we need to go in for a short break. It's 1 hour since we've been online. Viraj, you end it and then let's go for a break. 12 o'clock, let's go for a break.
Yeah. So we have voting percentages. Total voting percentage all over Goa is around 15.11%. 15.11%.
Till 10.
Yeah, till 10 a.m. If we look at the highest percentages in North, the highest percentage is in Pale, which is 20.66. And the lowest is in Talegaon, 11.15. Coming to South Goa, the highest is in Rivona, 18.67%.
What is the highest in South Goa?
South Goa is 18.67. It's in Rivona. Again, Rivona I think comes under Kepe if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And North Goa highest is Pale, which I think is under
20.66.
Sankli constituency, 20.66. Talegaon is lowest at 11.55. 11.15. Other high percentage constituencies, Arambol is 17.43, Morji is 16.26, Kolwale is 16.05.
Natarbanse is high, Maya is high.
Yeah, Honda is 19.02, Keri is 20.20,
North Goa, no?
North Goa.
See?
And
talking about
Nagargaon is 17.05,
Pending.
Latambarse is 17.98. Coming to South Goa, Ganje, Usgaon Ganje is 17.30.
Ponda.
Yeah, Betki Kandola is 17.45. Then Wailing Prior is 16.36. Savode is 16.12. Shiroda is 17.02. Ponda again. Shelde is 16.25. Barshe is 17.35. Kola is 17.15 and Poingini is 18.15. So these are like Kepe and the lower
Yeah,
areas.
so now we'll discuss this a little later. Let's go in for a short break. Yeah, keep watching this continuing live coverage of the ZP elections. I'm Glenn Costa. Signing off.
Six, five. Seven.
Thank you. पयले सुवातेर हांव सगळ्या गोंयच्या लोकांक तांकां एक रिक्वेस्ट करता की जेन्ना इलेक्शन हें जिल्ल्याचें आसा इट इज फेस्टिवल ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी आमी म्हणटा पळय आनी लोकांनी भायर येवन बडे संख्येन हातून भाग घेवपाक जाय वोट मारपाक जाय आनी लास्ट मिनटाक येवपाक रावचो उपकारना सकाळी फुडें जाता तशें तांणी येवपाचें दुसरें म्हळ्यार जेन्ना अशें इलेक्शन जाता सगळ्या नागरिकांक जे आमचे टॅक्स पेयर आसा ऑनस्ट टॅक्स पेयर वोटर आसा तांकां एक संदी मेळता की हें पळय कितें चल्लां स्टेटीन बरें चल्लां वायट चल्लां तें तांणी डिसायड करपाक जाय पॉलिसी चेंजीस हाडपाक जाय पॉलिसी कितें चल्ल्या त्यो सारक्यो आसा अनएम्प्लॉयमेंटाचें चिंतपाक जाय लॉ एंड ऑर्डर चिंतपाक जाय हे सगळे मुद्दे चिंतून वोटरान सारकें वोट मारपाक जाय सो हो एक चान्स मेळता वोटराक आयचो दीस तेन्ना आपणाचे भावना आसा आपणाचे फिलींग आसा रिगार्डींग द पॉलिटिकल सिट्युएशन इन द स्टेट ताजेर तांणी वोट मारपाचें सेमी फायनलिस्ट इलेक्शनाक सदांच आमकां ही फायनल म्हण आसपाक जाय तयारी आसपाक जाय आनी इलेक्शन गिव्स यू अ चान्स टू टेस्ट युअर ऑर्गनायजेशनल स्कील टेस्ट करपाक जाता की आमी पळय ऑर्गनायजेशन आमचे ब्लॉक आसा आमी वाड्यांनी पावता आमी घरांनी पावता हाचेर जेन्ना इलेक्शन जातलें रिजल्ट येतलो आमी पळोवपाक जाय कोण जिखलो पिड्ड्यार जालो तें न्ही पळोवपाक जाय की हें पळय आमी 1.5-2 वर्स एक काँग्रेस आमची येता सध्या एक नवे प्रेसिडेंटा अंडर आणि न्यू ऑर्गनायझेशन अंडर बांदून हाडटा आमी ते आमी गांवांनी पावल्या घरांनी पावल्या. इट इज अ टेस्ट, इट्स अ सेल्फ टेस्ट, लिटमस टेस्ट म्हणटा पळय तो. येस, डीड वी सक्सीड इन रिचिंग आउट टू द पीपल. इतले मुद्दे आसा ते मुद्दे, डीड वी सक्सीड इन टेलिंग द पीपल, कन्विन्सिंग द पीपल, हे मुद्द्यांचेर वोट मारा. सो हो एक टेस्ट आमकां.
सर कितें दिसता रिजल्ट कितें आसतलो सर?
सिन्स देर इज अ कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट म्हज्यान अशें म्हणपाक जायना, बट म्हाका दिसता बदल येतली आनी जी इलिगॅलिटी, करप्शन, जे लॉ एंड ऑर्डर फेलियर आसा ताजेर म्हाका दिसता लोक डिसायड करतले की सरकाराच्या सायडीक वोट मारीत जाल्यार म्हणचे आमकां प्रॉब्लेम ना. करप्शन जावं, इलिगॅलिटी जावं, मर्डर जावं, रेप जावं उपकारता, ऑर आमकां हें उपकारना, आमकां बरें लागना, आमच्या भुरग्यांक बरें लागना, हें करप्शन, ब्रायबरी आसा तें, सो आमी बदल हाडटले आनी वी वील वोट एगेन्स्ट द गव्हर्मेंट फॉर द ऑपोजिशन. म्हाका दिसता हाचेर लोकांनी डिसायड करपाक जाय आनी करतले लोक. वोटर इज ऑलवेज इंटेलिजंट अँड अंडरस्टँडिंग.
तुझे नाव आहे न्ही आतोनीता सांग.
परिस्थिती एकदम बरी आसा. सगळे लोक भायर सरून आपल्या बुथाचेर वचून लायनी लागून वोट करीत आसात. ओके, हो संकेत आसा लोकांचो की जो लोक आसा तांकां कितें तरी चेंज जाय. ओके, सो ते चेंज करपाक लागून लोक उत्स्फूर्त प्रतिसाद दिवन लोक भायर सरून वोट कास्ट करतात.
फक्त लोकांकडे हांव मागता की लोकांनी जास्त संख्येन वोटींग करपाचें. वोटींग हो आपलो रायट तेंच्यांनी बजोवचो आनी जे आतां न्यू वोटर्स आसात, जे न्यू फर्स्ट टायम जे वोटर करता तांकां हांव कॉंग्रॅच्युलेट करता की तेंच्यांनी तांकां आतां वोटींग रायट मेळ्ळो आसा आनी तो हो तेंच्यांनी असोच कंटिन्यू दवरचो.
फोन करून राहिली सर, फोन करून राहिली.
603 प्रियांका दाभोलकर.
मत कितें ना, हे गव्हर्मेंट रॉंग आहा. कारण कितें आहा, आतां पळय इलेक्शन म्हटल्यार एक सॅलरी म्हणटात पूण हांवें फक्त गव्हर्मेंट सर्वंटाकूच ते सोसायटीज आहात तेंच्यांनी बँकेन आहा पण तेंच्यांनी केन्ना वोटींग करप ते ना, तर तांकां बॅलेट पेपर तुमी दिवपाचे गव्हर्मेंटाक. रॉंग आहा हें. एटलिस्ट तांकां तूं हाफडे तर दिवचें बाबा वोटींग करून तुमी येवचें, ड्युटी जॉयन जावप. आतां सपोज हो आतां कॅशियर आहा, ती कॅशियराची चावी आहा तेजे, तेणी कितें करप, तेणी जावप की वोटींग करप की बँकेन वचप. हें मातशें तेचेर लक्ष दिवचो गव्हर्मेंटान. नाजाल्यार आतां तर कितें तें तेजें हें काडपाचो तोडगो. ओके,
Yeah. Thank you. Madam, wait. Madam. Yes.
आयज आमची लास्ट 20 तारीख येयल्ली आसा आनी आयज हांवें वोटींग केल्लें आसा आनी आयज एक रावंड मारून येयलें हांव. जायत्या लोकांचो रिस्पॉन्स मेळ्ळो. कोणसुआ जायतो लोक भायर सरलो. इवन कुवेली पासून लोक जायतो लायनीन रावल्लो आसा आनी हांव बाकीच्यांकूय मागता सगल्यांनी अशें वोटिंगाक येवचें, भायर सरचें. तुमचो रायट तो, तुमी वोट करूंकूच जाय.
Thank you. पयले सुवातेर हांव सगळ्या गोंयच्या लोकांक तांकां एक रिक्वेस्ट करता की जेन्ना इलेक्शन हें जिल्ल्याचें आसा, इट इज फेस्टिवल ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी आमी म्हणटा पळय ती. आनी लोकांनी भायर येवन बडे संख्येन हातूंत भाग घेवपाक जाय, वोट मारपाक जाय आनी लास्ट मिनटाक येवपाक रावचो उपकारना. सकाळी फुडें जाता तशें तांणी येवपाचें. दुसरें म्हळ्यार जेन्ना अशें इलेक्शन जाता, सगळ्या नागरिकांक जे आमचे टॅक्स पेयर आसा, ऑनस्ट टॅक्स पेयर, वोटर आसा, तांकां एक संदी मेळता की हें पळय कितें चल्लां स्टेटीन, बरें चल्लां वायट चल्लां तें तांणी डिसायड करपाक जाय. पॉलिसी चेंजीस हाडपाक जाय. पॉलिसी कितें चल्ल्या त्यो सारक्यो आसा, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंटाचें चिंतपाक जाय, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर चिंतपाक जाय. ते सगळे मुद्दे चिंतून वोटरांक सारकें वोट मारपाक जाय. सो हो एक चान्स मेळता वोटराक आयचो दीस, तेन्ना आपणाचे भावना आसा, आपणाचे फिलींग आसा रिगार्डींग द पॉलिटिकल सिट्युएशन इन द स्टेट, ताजेर ताणें वोट मारपाचें. सेमी फायनल लिस्ट इलेक्शनाक सदांच आमकां ही फायनल म्हण आसपाक जाय, तयारी आसपाक जाय. आनी इलेक्शन गिव्स यू अ चान्स टू टेस्ट युअर ऑर्गनायजेशनल स्कील. टेस्ट करपाक जाता की आमी पळय ऑर्गनायजेशन आमचे ब्लॉक आसा, आमी वाड्यांनी पावता, आमी घरांनी पावता. हाचेर जेन्ना इलेक्शन जातलें, रिजल्ट येतलो, आमी पळोवपाक जाय कोण जिखलो पिड्ड्यार जालो तें न्ही, पळोवपाक जाय की हें पळय आमी 1.5-2 वर्स एक काँग्रेस आमची येता सद्या एक नवे प्रेसिडेंटा अंडर आनी न्यू ऑर्गनायजेशन अंडर बांदून हाडटा आमी. तें आमी गांवांनी पावल्या, घरांनी पावल्या. इट इज अ टेस्ट, इट्स अ सेल्फ टेस्ट, लिटमस टेस्ट म्हणटा पळय तो. येस, डीड वी सक्सीड इन रिचिंग आउट टू द पीपल. इतले मुद्दे आसा, ते मुद्दे डीड वी सक्सीड इन टेलिंग द पीपल, कन्विन्सिंग द पीपल. हे मुद्द्यांचेर वोट मारा. सो हो एक टेस्ट आमकां. सर कितें दिसता रिजल्ट कितें आसतलो सर?
सिन्स देर इज अ कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट म्हज्यान अशें म्हणपाक जायना, बट म्हाका दिसता बदल येतली. आनी जी
इलिगॅलिटी, करप्शन, जे लॉ अँड ऑर्डर फेलियर आसा ताजेर म्हाका दिसता लोक डिसायड करतले की सरकाराच्या सायडीक वोट मारीत जाल्यार म्हणजे आमकां प्रॉब्लेम ना. करप्शन जावं, इलिगॅलिटी जावं, मर्डर जावं, रेप जावं उपकारता, ऑर आमकां हें उपकारना, आमकां बरें लागना, आमच्या भुरग्यांक बरें लागना, हें करप्शन, ब्रायबरी आसा तें, सो आमी बदल हाडटले आनी वी वील वोट एगेन्स्ट द गव्हर्मेंट फॉर द ऑपोजिशन. म्हाका दिसता हाचेर लोकांनी डिसायड करपाक जाय आनी करतले लोक. वोटर इज ऑलवेज इंटेलिजंट अँड अंडरस्टँडिंग.
झेडपी वेंचणुकेक सध्या सुरवात जाल्लेली आसा. आतां सकाळीच सगळ्या बुथांचेर बऱ्यापैकी लायणी आसा आनी लोक सकाळचे मतदान करून उत्स्फूर्त असो प्रतिसाद वेंचणुकेक तेंच्यांनी दिल्लो आसा. दिवचल तालुक्यात 4 मतदारसंघ झेडपीचे आसा. तातूंत सादारण 65,090 मतदार आसात. तशेंच 15 कॅन्डिडेट ह्या 4य मतदारसंघांनी उबे रावलेले आसा आनी जे आमदारू आसा तेंच्यांनी सकाळी फुडें सगळे तेंच्या कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन मतदान केल्लेलें आसा. जे मये कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी आसा तशेंच बिचोले आनी आमची सांखळी हातूंत जे आमदार आसात तातूंत तेंच्यांनी मतदान आपलें केल्लेलें आसा. आतां पळोवचें पडटलें की दनपार पर्यंत कितकें मतदान जाता. असो अंदाज आसा की सादारण 80% मतदान ह्या 4य बुथांचेर जावपाची शक्यता आसा. म्हणजे आतां एक सकाळी म्हणल्यार एक 15 ते 20% मतदान जाल्लेलें आसा आनी लोकांचो बऱ्यापैकी प्रतिसाद सद्या मतदानाक दिसता आमकां. आतां फुडें पळोवया की म्हणजे कितके लोक आपले मतदान करतले आनी जे हें आसा ते आपले जो हक्क आसा तो आपलो ते बजयतले.
जिल्हा पंचायत 2025 ह्या इलेक्शनासाठी मोठ्या जोमान आज माई मतदारसंघात तसेच कारापूर सरवण ह्या भागात मोठ्या जोमान इलेक्शन चालू आसा, वोटिंग चालू आसा. नागरिकां भितर उत्साह आहा.
आज जिल्हा झेडपी इलेक्शन आसा. देवी आमचे माऊलेक वंदन करून म्हजे कुळदेवतेक वंदन करून आतांच हांवें आमच्या बुथाचेर बूथ नंबर 3 मेणकुऱ्या म्हज्या गांवांत हांव वोटींग केल्लें आसा. जाल्यार बुथाचेर यो तुमी पळयलें आसतलें बुथाचेर इतको उत्सुक्त प्रतिसाद आसा. ताचे क्लियर कट सिग्नल इतलेंच दाखयता की लोक जोरान वोटिंगेक येयल्ले आसा. लोक जे वोटिंगेक येयल्ले आसा ते विकासा खातीर येयल्ले आसा, समृद्धी खातीर येयल्ले आसा. लोकांक खबर आसा की आपण जेन्ना एका लिडराक निवडून हाडटा तो लिडर तो कित्याक जाय जाल्यार आपल्या वाठारांतलो विकास करपाक जाय, समृद्धी करपाक जाय. बाकीचे आमचे जे सगळे जे विषय आसा इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेव्हलपमेंट ह्युमन डेव्हलपमेंट आसा ताच्या खातीर जाय न की कोणाचेर अगेन्स्ट उलोवपाक पर्सनली.
इलेक्शन कार्ड हाडला.
सध्या वाडली दोन्ही बुथाचेर सध्या बरें चल्ला सुशेगाद आनी सायलंट माटे वार्डाक बरें आसा वोटींग पण ह्या सायडीचूय बुथ आहा तेका स्लो आसा.
कितें दिसता तुका आतां ह्या इलेक्शनाचेर?
वोटींग दिसता चडांत चड जावपा जाय आनी तसो अवेरनस जाल्लो आसा पण लोक सध्या पयल्या भायर सरना सध्या पण अजून पर्यंत भायर सरले ना. एखादे दनपार नंतर स्टार्ट जातले वोटींग स्टार्ट.
आतां सकाळी थंडे खातीर लोक भायर सरना काय?
अशें दिसता कित्याक लोक नाल्यार सकाळ फुडें 8 स्टार्ट जातले तेन्ना म्हळ्यार गर्दी पडटली पण आज पयल्या बुधार पडना.
गोंयभरांतल्यो जिल्हा पंचायतीच्यो निवडणुका आज सुरू आसा आनी निवडणुकेच्या निमित्तान पुराय 50 जिल्हा पंचायतीच्या निवडणुके सकाळ पासून खूप मोठ्या उत्साहात सुरवात केला. हांव समेस्त गोंयच्या सगळ्या मतदारांक जिल्हा पंचायत मतदारांक आव्हान करता की सगळ्या जाणांनी मोठ्या प्रमाणात भायर सरून 100% मतदान करचें. जिल्हा पंचायत ह्यो निवडणुका ग्रामीण भागाच्या विकासा खातीर खूप म्हत्वाच्यो निवडणुका आसा आनी त्या खातीर ह्या निवडणुका कडेन पळयता आसतना तितकेच इम्पॉर्टन्स दिवन सगळ्या मतदारांनी ह्या निवडणुका कडेन पळोवचें. आपलो जिल्हा पंचायत सदस्य तो निवडून काडटा आसतना ग्रामीण भागाचो कसो विकास करतलो हाच्या खातीर मतदान करचें.
ह्या लोकशायेच्या देशान म्हाका आतां पयल्या फावट म्हाका आतां मतदान करपाचो चान्स मेळ्ळा तातूंत म्हाका खूब प्रावड फिलींग येता आनी खूब रिस्पॉन्सिबल आसा अशें दिसता.
तूं हेज्या तुज्या गोंयांत येयल्ल्या सगळ्याचे फर्स्ट टायम वोटींग करता तांकां तूं कितें एक मॅसेज दिवंक सोदता?
तांकां सांगूंक शकता तुमी आतां बऱ्या भितर भायर येवचे घरांतले आनी वोटींग करचें आनी आमच्या गोंयाक आनीक सशक्त करपाक स्वयंपूर्ण करपाक मत दिवचें.
लोकशाहीक मतदानाचो हक्क हो सर्वात व्हडलो हक्क आसा आपलो प्रतिनिधी चूज करपा खातीर. त्या खातीर नवीन वोटर्स जेन्ना जेन्ना न्यू वोटर फर्स्ट टायम वोटर आसा की तांच्यांनी बी सगळ्या जाणांनी की समाजात कशा पद्धतीचो विकास चल्ला, देशात कशा पद्धतीचो विकास चल्ला आणि पुराय देश ऑनरेबल प्रायम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदीजी हांच्या नेतृत्वाच्या सकयल कशा पद्धतीत मार्गदर्शन करीत आसा. नवीन वोटर्सांक इतकेंच आव्हान करतलो की तांच्यांनी देशाची घोडदौड पळोवन तांच्यांनी वोट करचें. तांकां रायट आसा आपलें मतदान खंय करचें बट मतदान करता आसतना ओवरऑल इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेव्हलपमेंट, ह्युमन रिसोर्स डेव्हलपमेंट, इकॉनॉमिकल डेव्हलपमेंट ह्या देशांतली पळोवची. म्हणजे बाय फर्स्ट टायम वोटर करता त्या खातीर त्यांनी पूर्णता आपलो मतदानाचो हक्क आपल्या विचारांती केला आणि डेफिनेटली अशाच पद्धतीत बाकीची सगळी भुरगीं करतली हाची हांव आशा व्यक्त करता.
Welcome back. Now we've been watching the visuals of what's happening all around Goa. The polling is going on in some. It's not that hot. Some places it's good. Some places not good. Whatever. Anyway, to give us a general rundown brief before we go to our reporters, Viraj Bab. Yes, please go ahead.
So let's start with the voting percentages. We have the voting percentages as of 10 a.m. I will give you the percentages constituency wise. Arambol it is 17.43. Morji it is 16.26. Dargal it is 15.91, Torshe it is 14.48, Shioli it is 14.36, Kolwale is 16.05, Aldona is 13.99, Shirsa is 14.33, Anjuna is 15.26, Kalangut is 14.95, Sukor is 13.91, Rees Magos is 13.64, Pena de Franc is 14.92, Santa Cruz is 13.74, Talegaon is 11.15 and Talegaon is the lowest in North Goa. Chimbel is 13.16, Kolli is 14.84, St. Lawrence is 14.15, Latambarse is 17.98, Sarvan Karapur is 16.41, Maye is 17.64, highest is Pale 20.66. In North Goa, Pale is the highest. Honda is 19.02 and Keri is 20.20. Nagargaon is 17.05. So in North Goa, Talegaon is the lowest, whereas Pale is the highest. Coming to South Goa, Girdoli is the lowest and the highest is Rivona. I'll give you the percentages constituency wise. So Usgaon Ganje is 17.30, Betki Kandola is 17.45, Kurti is 14.99, Welling Prior is 16.36, Quella is 15.21, Bori is 14.41, Shiroda is 17.02, Raya is 12.63, Nue is 13.50, Kolwa is 12.13, Veli is 12.11, Benauli is 12.16, Davoli is 12.74, Kurtoli is 13.35, Naveli is 12.21. So Salset is around, most constituencies are around 12, 13, that range. Now Savarde is 16.12, Darbandoda 14.58, Rivona 18.67, Shelde is 16.25. So as we go to the outskirts or the eastern side, the percentages increase. Barshe is 17.35, Kola is 17.15, Poingini is 18.15, Sakwar is 12.12, Kortani is 12.13. Overall voting percentage is around 15%. It is 15.11 for the whole of Goa as of 10 a.m.
Yeah, thanks Viraj. Now our reporter from Sioli is there online. Can we get her online? Can we get Nitiksha online, guys? Yeah, Nitiksha, hi. Kide challa? What is going on in Sioli and in whatever areas you are in? Sanga.
सर सध्या जे वोटिंग चल्ला पळय ते खूप बरें चल्ला मीन्स थोडे लोक कमी भायर सरता ऐकपाक येता
I
सर
cannot hear her. Just a sec, Nitiksha. Hang on. We'll get you on thing. Ishad, volume please check. Sioli. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Nitiksha, just a second. We'll get you back. Yeah. What do you feel about this voting percentage? Okay, not okay. What is the same?
It's lower than last time.
No, I think it's around the same. No?
But it is, I think it's following the pattern. So if you look at urban areas like Salset, the percentage is slightly lower. If you go towards the eastern side, and the lower side like Kankon, Kepe, Savarde, Valpoy, all those constituencies, the voting percentage is much higher. And even in the north, like Perne, Arambol areas.
Yeah, can we get Nitiksha now online? Yeah, just a sec. Yeah, Nitiksha. Now, yeah, please go ahead.
सध्या मी सर शिवोले आसा कीर्ती विद्यालय सकाळच्यान सर वोटिंग बरें आसा ऑलमोस्ट बार्देश जर आमी पळयशात जाल्यार 14 to 15% सध्या मेरेन वोटिंग जाल्लें आसा आनी खुबशे जे तरणाटे तशेंच जे युवा पिळगी आसा तशेंच जे आमकां जाणटे नेणटे सुद्दां सकाळच्यान हांगा वोटिंग करपाक येयल्ले पळोवपाक मेळटा. तशेंच आतां हे वोटिंग जे आसा हे विकासा खातीर आसा की परिवर्तना खातीर आसा तें आमकां जेन्ना कावंटींग जातलें तेन्ना सगळ्यांक कळटलेंच.
इतले चिंतचे न्हू विल सी दॅट आफ्टर द इलेक्शन या बट आतां बट लिडर बिडर भायर येयल्या मिन्स लोकांक हें करपाक
हय सर थोडे कॅन्डिडेट जे आसा हे वोटिंग करपाक आमी पळयले तेंच्यांनी स्वता वोटिंग केले आमदारूय आमकां कांय कडेन म्हणजे पर्रा तशेंच आमकां पळोवपाक मेळ्ळें वोटिंग करता आसतना सो ओवरऑल जर पळयशात जाल्यार लोक सरता भायर सो गोंयकार आमी सुशेगाद त्या सुशेगादूच सद्या मेरेन सद्या हे वाटेन चालू आसा वोटिंग करप.
लोक आमदार लोकांक भायर काडपाक हें प्रयत्न करूंक ना.
केला सर ऑलमोस्ट केला पण थोडे लोक जे आसा आपल्याच गाडयेनी येता कांयशे मीन्स थोड्यांक जायना सिनियर सिटीजन तांकां गाडयेनी सुद्दां आमकां हांगा तांकां वोटिंग करपाक हाडटना दिश्टी पडले.
ओके नाव आनी तुमी आतां सिओली आल्दोना ते सायडीन पयलें सेम सिट्युएशन सगल्याक आसा ओ कितें फरक पडटा थोडे
सकाळच्यान सर तशेंच आसा स्लो जाता फक्त आमी पर्रा आमकां फास्ट लोक भायर सरलेले पळोवपाक मेळ्ळे.
विलेज तो सगळ्या भायर काडटलोच न्हू आनी पर्रा थोड्या वॉर्डांनी गोंयकार कोण आसना लायक आमचे वॉर्डान आय थिंक 2च घरां आसा गोंयकारांची बाकीची सगळीं भायलीं घरां आसा सो एनी या बट वॉट अबाउट आल्दोना आनी ते कितें येयल्या तुमकां हे आल्दोना ते सायडीन
ना सर आल्दोना इतलें अशें कांय ना बट वोटिंग चालू आसा सुशेगाद
स्लो तेच वॉट ते सायडीन स्लो न्हू.
हय
You want to ask anything? Not Viraj, Francis? Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Anita. We'll get back to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Francis, yeah. As you were saying.
So, yeah, the voting is, I feel it's slow.
No. Before we took a break, you were on you were talking about.
See, I was talking about what is the relevance of ZP and what is the job of these ZPs that get elected? What are they supposed to be doing? So from healthcare, education, infrastructure, agriculture, social welfare, disaster management, the ZPs are supposed to be the coordinators. And they are supposed to be at the forefront coordinating all of these schemes, education schemes, Manrega reaching the people, not reaching the people, how many of this is reached. The ZPs are supposed to be the ones who are looking at whether the BDOs have sent a report to the central and state government or not, right? What is happening is none of the ZPs are seen doing this work, not a single one. Like a prominent ZP like Shripad Naik's son also, right? He's also not seen doing this kind of work. You'll see him doing more BJP related party work than actually doing.
He's the spokesperson, I think, in charge.
Whatever it is, but which ZP have you seen? Which I can't think of a single Zilla Parishad member who's seen doing his work. There are a lot of Zilla Parishad members who are seen doing party works, whichever parties they are with, but their work, which is interacting with BDOs on a regular basis. Going to the panchayat and questioning the panchayat on what schemes have been implemented, how many social security cards have been made. This is the job of the Zilla Parishad member, and it is a proactive job. The people are going to try and bypass the Zilla Parishad because they feel that the power rests with the MLAs. So the people will automatically gyrate towards the MLAs and the MLA कोडेच पावतले कित्याक ते चिंता बाबा MLA कोडे गेल्यार ते जातले आमचे काम.
But आमची गोंयकार वॉटर आणि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हे कितें MLA कोडे धांवता कितें व्हॉट इज दिस थिंग?
See, the thing is, the MLAs want to create that kind of a
so that symbiotic relationship which they can use at the time of the assembly.
At the time of the assembly elections, but what that does is paralyzes governance. It paralyzes and it breaks down the whole system of governance. The system of governance has these layers. Has the local body, then it has the Zilla Parishad, and then it has the state body on top of it. But the Zilla Parishad is completely bypassed. Now, because it's completely bypassed, motivating people to get out and vote for Zilla Parishad, people are like, कित्याक भायर सरपाचो कोण तो ZP and केन्ना पावलो आमकां हुंय मेवता आमकां कितें कोत्ता तो people लोकांक ZP चे म्हणूनच पडलेले ना. डायरेक्टली कोण वोटिंग डेयार येयलो आनी तुका म्हणलें झेडपीक वोट कर, कोण आहलो झेडपी आतां, आदी कोण आहलो, आतां कोण आसपाचो, काम कितें करता, दीज आर द कायंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन्स दॅट पीपल वॉन्ट टू नो, which is very sad situation. If this is the case, either we just get rid of the entire Zilla Parishad and like dismantle that body and not have them.
This is what any government in power would like to do, but I don't think if that's the right thing.
No, it is not the right thing. There has to be a hierarchy. There has to be levels of supervision and monitoring and coordination, which is what the Zilla Parishad, ZP members are supposed to be doing.
This Shiroda. This, I think, the MLA's, ministers and MLA's daughter is standing for ZP. I'm not very sure. Okay, I want to go to you. This time, like, I know that in many areas there has been not much work or no work, I don't know. But this time, this sort of, door-to-door, and going to people's houses and all this is unprecedented. I have never seen this in ZP. I have not seen it even in panchayat level. What is this? Corner meetings, CM having corner meetings, election, the MLAs, 2-3 MLAs, they have taken the sarpanches together. Congress leadership may not have been very cohesive, but the ground level people are actually going on doing the thing. RG is gone full-fledged door to door. The BJP has gone, of course. I don't know about who else. AAP in their 3-4 constituencies have done a lot of work. So this is like work-wise, I think structurally, I think they were trying to check out their strengths. What is the scene? How is it that so much of concentration has been put on this?
Traditionally, ZP elections were not being contested on party symbol. So from 2020, that thing has changed, and all the candidates are contesting on a party symbol. So since then, I think there is a bigger onus on the MLA or the prominent candidate in that particular constituency, someone who had contested, probably lost, or is aspiring to contest in the next assembly election. The onus is on them to get their candidate elected, because they are contesting on the symbol. Previously, another reason is what used to happen is, even if you were an MLA, you would support 2 independents because there was no party symbol. So 2 of your supporters would want to contest and they would have a friendly fight and something like that. And more number of independent candidates were also there. But since this is on the party lines, much more is at stake. Also, this time around, we have lot many parties. So, in addition to BJP and MGP alliance, Goa Forward and Congress alliance, there is Aam Aadmi Party, there is Revolutionary Goans, and quite a few constituencies they are contesting. So, Goa Forward plus Congress is contesting on 43 constituencies out of 50. BJP plus MGP is also contesting on 43 constituencies. RG is contesting on 31 constituencies. Aam Aadmi Party is also contesting on quite a number of constituencies. Plus there are independents. So there is a little more momentum, little more seriousness to the entire election process. Now the reason ZP usually doesn't get that much attention is probably one, they don't have that much power.
Maya visuals playing, this Bicholi MLA, and this is Maya visuals are playing it. Payments, the MLA was there, and yeah, okay, complete.
Yeah, so
we'll go in for the
ZP usually doesn't get that kind of attention because Zilla Panchayats don't have that much power. Also, constituencies in Goa, assembly constituencies are so small, 20,000, 30,000 voters, that you already have a direct connect with the MLA, who is much more powerful than the Zilla Panchayat member. So why do you need a Zilla Panchayat member to do your work when you can just call the MLA? Whereas in other states like Maharashtra, there are like 3 lakh voters in a constituency. So it's not practically possible to reach the MLA. So you have that hierarchy of Panch and then Zilla Panchayat member and then the MLA and then the minister. But here in Goa, everyone knows the MLA. In fact, everyone knows at least a couple of ministers and they can directly call them. So since Goa is small, constituencies are small, this is probably a unique problem that affects smaller state with less population and smaller constituencies.
Yeah, but I think it's very, you think so, and I know that would be the logical thing to do, but then to say, but the governance in Goa is sad. Look at the tourism is the goose that lays the golden eggs, and look at the way we are destroying it. One, not only destroying it in a overall holistic way, but also ensuring that Goans cannot make money from there, Goans cannot get employment, Goans can get nothing. So where is the governance? There is no governance. So if the MLAs are so busy giving water and electricity connections and taking each other's ass, so as to say, beep beep, but then where is the time for governance? Anyway, before any of you will answer these questions, I want to go to a Bicholi reporter. Is he on? Yeah, Mahesh, sang, kide challa Mahe Bicholi?
Hello.
Yes, sang.
बिचोले सकाळच्यान वोटिंग सुरू जाला. बिचोले तालुक्यात 4 जिल्हा पंचायत कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी आसा. भितर अराउंड 62,990 वोटर्स आसा आणि सगळे कडेन सामके बऱ्यापैकी वोटिंग चल्ला. अराउंड आता ऑलमोस्ट 45% बिचोले तालुक्यान वोटिंग जाल्लेले आसा. एकीच कडेन म्हणल्यार साळान जो कॅन्डिडेट असलो तो बुथार रावल्या कारणान ताका पुलिसांनी भायर काडलो, पण तशें बाकी कडेन कांय जावंक ना व्हडलेशें. आतां म्हणटा कितें की जे झेडपी आसा तांकां व्हडलोसो व्हॅल्यू ना खंयसर, पूण ते MLAच्याच फाटल्यान आसतात. पूण आतां ह्या वर्सा जे पार्टी हेजेर लढल्या कारणान थोडो व्हॅल्यू आयला तांकां आनी सगळे कडेन वोटिंग झेडपीचे इलेक्शन आसा कशें दिसता. इतक्या वर्सां दिसनासलें, कित्याक तर तितके व्हडले हे ना आनी वोटर्स कमी आसल्या कारणान खुबसो हे जाता, म्हणजे ते चडशे MLAचेरूच डिपेंड आसता. पूण आतां कशें जाला, बिचोले तालुक्यान बऱ्यापैकी वोटिंग चल्ला सगळे कडेन. आतां आमी मया गेल्ले, थंयसर अराउंड 50% जाला मये कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन, म्हणजे झेडपी सगळ्या बुथांचेर मेळून. तशेंच आमचे बिचोली तालुका आनी सांखळी म्हणजे CMचो हे आसा कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी, थंयसरूय बऱ्यापैकी वोटिंग जाल्लेलें आसा. CMानूय वोटिंग केला, तशेंच सगळे MLAनी वोटिंग केला. पूण फुडें तांकां एक व्हॅल्यू येवपाक जाय. झेडपी जे हे आसता, जे निवडून येता तांकां तितकोसो व्हॅल्यू झेडपीक आसना अशें आमकां दिसता. कित्याक सर खुबशीं कामां जी आसता ती MLAच्या थ्रू जाता आनी तेजो फंड म्हणल्यार भितरूच युटिलायज जाता. त्या खातीर अशें जावपाक जाय की ताका बी व्हॅल्यू येवपाक जाय. झेडपी जो कोण निवडून येता ताका अशें जाल्यार फुडें झेडपीक हे येतलें. कित्याक गोवा ही बारीक स्टेट आसल्या कारणान त्या झेडपीक तितको व्हॅल्यू आसना. पूण आतां जे इलेक्शन पळयल्यार बऱ्यापैकी वोटिंग जाल्लें आसा. आतां फुडें जातलें आनीक 5 मेरेन आसा न्ही, थंयसर लोक येतले आतां फुडें आनी बऱ्यापैकी वोटिंग जावपाची शक्यता. अराउंड बिचोले पॉलिटिकल हे म्हणटात की अराउंड 75 to 80% वोटिंग बिचोले तालुक्यान जातले अशें दिसता तांकां.
वाव, that is a very good figure. Very good figure.
हय, थंय जातले अशें दिसता.
ओके, एक सांगता हांव, हे पाटी प्रचाराक झेडपी ओके, बट MLA CM पासून भोंवलेले
MLA बी सगळे इन्वॉल्व असले भितर आनी तांच्यांनी प्रचार केल्लो. कित्याक तर ह्या फावटी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीच्या सिम्बॉलाचेर ते कॉन्टेस्ट करता, त्या खातीर तांकां चड हे आसा की जे BJPचे आसा ते BJPचे MLA तांकां प्रचार करताले, तशेंच CMूय करतालो. त्याचेरूय थोडे डिपेंड आसा, म्हणजे कळटले फुडें आतां ते निवडून आयले जाल्यार कितें तेंचे फुडले फ्युचर कितें जातलें ताचेर.
आयल्लो BJP MP आयल्लो नॉर्थ गोवा.
हय
आयल्लो आनी काँग्रेस
सगळे येवन ते BJP पार्टी लेवल सगळे लिडर्स येवन सगळे कडेन तांच्यांनी प्रचार केल्लो ह्या फावटी.
काँग्रेस आनी RG
काँग्रेसचे तितके कोण येवंक ना, पूण BJPचे सगळेच तेंच्यांनी आपलो जोर लायल्लो. आतां फुडें कळटलें की कोण तांचो निवडून येता तो. RG म्हणजे मोस्टली RG तेंचे हे आसा पळय कॉन्टेस्ट करता ते व्हडले ओन्ली इन थिवीम इन बार्देस, थंयसरूच मातसो व्हॅल्यू आसा तांकां.
आणि बाकीचे बिचोली माये
बाकी कडेन व्हडलेशे काय फोकस ना.
मोस्टली
ना
TV
ओन्ली इन थिवीम, कित्याक थंयसर तांचे ऑफिस आसा मनोज परबाचे, त्या खातीर ते चडशे फोकस इन थिवीम ओन्ली.
बट किरणाची बायल आशिल्ली न्हू ZDP लास्ट टाइम TV.
किरणाची बायल थिवीम पडटा तीच, म्हणजे ही नसनोडा थिवीम कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी ZDP कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी थिवीम
सिटिंग
ZDPचे. हय
ओके बट आणि
त्यांचे थंयसर
या सांगा
आणि थंयसर BJPचे आतां कशें जाला, तेंचो मिनिस्टर आसा निलकंठ आळवणकर, ताजेर सगळे म्हणजे कशें कितें तीग जाण जे RG आसा थंय ती किरण कांदोळकरानूय आपल्या बायलेक दवरल्या. तशेंच हेजो आसा BJPचो हो आसा त्यांच्या भितर हे जातले कॉन्टेस्ट जातलो सारको म्हणजे कोण येतलो हे कळोवंक सारकें डिफिकल्ट आसा थंयसर टीव्हीम ते एक्चुअली म्हाका लागना पूण तरी हांव सांगता.
येस महेश हांव म्हाका एक म्हायती जाय आशिल्ली दॅट इन मेनी कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीज महेश आयकूंक येता इन मेनी कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीज इट इज बीजेपी वर्सीस बीजेपीचेच कार्यकर्ता झगडटा काँग्रेसाचे कोण ना आरजीचे कोण ना तशें कितें चलता.
इन बिचोलीम म्हणजे तशें म्हणजे काँग्रेसचे तितको हे जावंक ना आनी बीजेपीचे तशें डबल ताय हांगा काय जावंक ना व्हडलेशें फक्त थोडे पयलीं नरेश सावळ जो फॉर्मर MLA आसलो तेजे जे थोडे सपोर्टर्स आसले ते बीजेपीन गेल्लेले आसा म्हणजे लाटंबारचे ZP कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी ते मुळगांव एरिया लागता पळय तांचे त्या खातीर थोडो जो बीजेपीक सपोर्ट मेळ्ळा पूण पयलीं अशें दिसतालें की लाटंबारसेन जो नरेश सावळान मेघश्याम रावत इंडिपेंडंट कॅन्डिडेट आसा तेका मातसो चड हे आसलें पूण आतां दोग जाण पॅरलल चलता अशें आमकां दिसता.
ओके
फुडें कळटलें की कोण येता तो कित्याक बीजेपीचो हो आसा पद्माकर मळीक आनी इंडिपेंडंट कॅन्डिडेट इज मेघश्याम रावत तेंच्या भितर बऱ्यापैकी हे जावपाचें आसा कॉन्टेस्ट जावपाचें आसा आनी बाकी कडेन बीजेपीक कांय हे ना कित्याक तितकेशे तांकां ट्रॅप ना ते इजिली येवंक शकता बाकीच्या 3 कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीनी म्हणजे बिचोली तालुका मये हे 4 कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी ZP कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी आनी इन सत्तरी तुमी पळोवंक गेल्यार इज ऑलमोस्ट बीजेपी येतले अशें दिसता कित्याक सांग आमचो हो आसा हेल्थ मिनिस्टर विश्वजीत राणे आनी दिव्या राणे त्यांच्यानी फूल आपलो फोकस तेचेर दवरलेलो आसा आनी लोक चडशे तांकांच सपोर्ट करता.
ओके थँक यू महेश. This is exactly my point about North. Now I have not coached him. He's speaking from the ground. This is exactly what I was saying. Yes, Viraj Babu.
No, that's true. So there
is a ground report now. He's talking about three constituencies. Latambarse is Mulgaon, but he's talking about from Valpoi, Satari, Bicholi, which has got 4, and the other Sangem, which is CM's thing. So these are visuals from Satari. Yeah. No, anyway, continue.
Yeah. So Valpoi, Puri, and Sakli, where 2 Ranes are MLA and the Chief Minister. I think those constituencies will see good amount of voting.
50% is talking about.
Also Bicholi, there is Latambarse and ZP constituency. So there, I think it's a keenly fought contest. Meghasham Raut that he was talking about was with the Congress. He resigned and he is contesting with the backing of Naresh Sawar, who is an ex-MLA. And from the BJP, there is Padmakar Malik, who is from the BJP but also being supported by Dr. Shetty, who is an independent MLA but with the BJP, currently supporting the BJP government. So I think the direct fight would be between those two. It's a keenly fought contest. Congress, I think, has extended support to Meghasham Raut. They've not fielded their candidate.
So this Chandrakant Shetty had defeated Naresh Sawal last time in the election.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah, Francis.
See, when we are talking about percentages, what the Goan public needs to understand is this is a chance for them to come out and vote and show their displeasure with the government. Because if they don't come out and vote in elections like these, then the government does not get shaken up. The government thinks that everything's fine. But if these smaller elections go against the government, then people have voiced their opinion. They have said that, okay, we are not happy with what is happening in places like Arpora. We are not happy with what is happening all across Goa as far as the environment is concerned, as far as the land is concerned. And people need to realize that. Now, this is something that is the job of opposition leaders to explain to people that every chance that you get, you're supposed to be, it's not that the only chance that you get is during the MLA elections or the assembly elections. It is every chance you get in the village panchayat elections, in the ZP elections, in the municipality elections which are coming up in the next 2 months. Every chance that Goenkars get to show their displeasure or to show they're happy with the government, either which ways, is something that they should exercise, because they feel that just because the ZP does not do anything does not means that I should not go and vote. But I feel that
Kalangut.
like whether the ZPs are doing things or not doing things, this is a chance for you to voice your opinion against or for the government, and people should come out and vote.
What is the logic?
The logic is that basically, see, as an opposition leader, as a political leader, I am like having conversations with people and trying to figure out what will make them come out and vote, right? One of the things that will make them come out and vote is the fact that Goa is being destroyed. And if they don't want the government to destroy Goa, they should come and vote against the government to say that we are not
They
happy
will
with
come
Goa.
and vote in assembly, but why should they vote in
No,
ZP
they should
is
vote.
my point.
They should vote on a regular basis. No.
Okay.
If you vote only in assembly, you are showing your displeasure once in 5 years.
Okay, let me ask you one thing. Now, what is the opposition doing that the people have to take up the job of the opposition? People have voted for the opposition, because if the people come out, like what has happened in Margaon, they will be targeted by the government, because it's like 1 year, 2 years, and then if the people who are actually going to be fighting the government will be sitting with 101 cases, they will not be able to do anything. My point, what is the opposition doing? This is the opposition job. That's why the opposition is sent to the assembly. Opposition is not doing anything except having press conferences. Yeah. What are they doing? The last opposition big thing which got together is after that Rama Kandkorkar's attack. After that, where are they? Besides, we are seeing in the news that they are having issues, public spats on whether they should have an alliance or not. Who cares here? Whether you think people care whether you are having an alliance or not? People care whether you are going to back them up if there is a problem. I don't think that they have the capacity or the guts to do that. So why will the people take a risk? According to me.
There are two aspects to this. One is the opposition that was elected. Half or more than half of that opposition has gone towards the BJP.
Then there is a risk for the people, no? If there is nobody to back them, especially when with the full, if the full brunt, the brunt of the government machinery comes after you, then.
So the brunt of the government machinery has been used by the BJP to coerce, so many MLAs to joining the BJP, right? So now, the remaining opposition that is there are opposition leaders who are doing a good job in every party. Yuri is doing a good job in Congress, Viresh is doing a great job in the RG, Veli MLA and Benaule MLA, Cruz Silva and Venzi Vegas are doing a good job in Aam Aadmi Party. There are people who are doing a good job in
43 constituencies. Congress has put candidates. 43 constituencies. You've seen every day one press conference of the Congress. Every day one press conference comes. 30 days are there in the month.
No, it's not about press
I'm
conferences.
just asking.
It's not
about RG.
Politics is not only about press conferences. No?
Yeah, but at least they should know that somebody exists. See, suppose if I'm not saying I am, but suppose if I am a Congress Karyakarta and I speak against the government in say Bicholi, what do you think will happen to me? You only tell.
You'll be put in jail.
Correct. And who will come to my support?
Congress Karyakarta.
No, nobody comes. Nobody comes. Take my word for it.
See.
Okay, anyway, we need to get in a reporter from Panchim. Let him only talk. He's from Santa Cruz. Let him talk what happens in Santa Cruz. Can we get William? Yes, William. Kide challa Ponje, Tiswadi, Ilyas. Yes. Go ahead.
I'm audible?
Santa Cruz.
Audible?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Hello.
Please go ahead. Yes, please
I'm
go
audible?
ahead. Yes, you're audible. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. You're audible.
Okay. पहिले सध्याक साता क्रूज कॉन्सिन आता अहे जाल्ल्या की लोक जाल्लो आनी थोडाक वोट ना लोकांक खबर ना खंयच्या
We seem to have lost William. There's some issue with the internet. Yeah.
Prominent candidate.
Yeah. Can we get some prominent candidate slides, guys? Are they ready? Are they not? Or do we read them out from here? Can we get some slides? Okay, because we are shutting down at 1. It's 5 minutes more left. Anyway, yeah. Can we talk about some prominent candidates starting with Shiroda?
Yeah. So some prominent candidate, Shiroda, Gauri Shirodkar is contesting from Shiroda on BJP ticket. She is daughter of Subhash Shirodkar, current minister, and he's been an MLA for a very long time. Then in Kolva there is Nelly Rodriguez.
She's a former ZP.
She's a former ZP. She was also the ZP president in the south. She's contesting as an independent this time around.
But she's a congresswoman, if I remember. Like,
But
besides being Churchill's person, Farrell Furtado's sister.
Yeah. She's Farrell's sister. Farrell was also Farrell is an ex-MLA.
Yeah.
She's contesting as an independent because Congress has put another candidate, Venecia Carvalho, in Kolwa. Then Veli, there is Dagley Fernandez contesting on Revolutionary Goans. He had also contested the previous assembly elections and got good number of votes. In Benavlim, there is Maria Ribello. She is also ex-ZP, this time contesting as an independent candidate. Then we have some on your screen. Manisha Uzgaonkar.
Yeah, on screen.
Is contesting from Uzgaon. So she is contesting on the Congress ticket. She is a prominent leader from Uzgaon and I think is the president of Valpoy Assembly for the Congress. Gauri Shirodkar, as we discussed, Bharatiya Janata Party from Shiroda, daughter of Subhash Shirodkar, current minister in the BJP government. Fatima Gaonkar is contesting from Raya, independent candidate. Nelly Rodriguez, like we discussed, Kolwa, independent. She is a former ZP and former ZP president of South Goa as well. Dagley Fernandez from Veli on RGP. He had contested last assembly election, got good number of votes in 2022. Maria Ribello, former ZP, contesting from Benavlim as an independent. Satyavijay Naik is contesting on the Bharatiya Janata Party ticket from Davolim. Incidentally, he had contested the by-election that happened because Ullas Tuekar became an MLA and he contested against the BJP.
But Satyavijay Naik, was he not a congressman for the former? I don't know. I mean, like, that's okay, but still.
Prasad Shahapurkar, another prominent face, contesting
Advocate,
from Dargad. He's an advocate contesting on the Aam Aadmi Party.
This Prasad Shahapurkar has taken up a lot of issues. He should get a chance. Okay.
Marciana Mendes from Kortaling. She is backed by the independent candidate Antonio Vaz. Prashant Naik, another prominent candidate.
Firebrand.
Student leader, speaker of official speaker of Goa Forward Party. He's been active in that constituency for a very long time. He intended to contest 2022 election, but the constituency was given to the Congress because of the alliance that Goa Forward had, and he campaigned for the Congress candidate last time around in the assembly elections. Malifa Cardozo contesting on the Congress ticket in Navelim. She is backed by Sipru Cardozo, who is the current ZP from Navelim. Sanjay Velip is contesting from Girdolim on the Congress ticket. Incidentally, his wife was a Zilla Panchayat member and the president of South Goa. She was a BJP member. Just before the election, they resigned and he is contesting now on the Congress ticket from Girdolim. Meghasham Raut, the reporter, just discussed this some time back, contesting from Latam Barse. He is independent candidate, prominent candidate, supported by Naresh Sawar, who is the ex-MLA from Bicholim, contesting from Latam Barse. Siddesh Naik contesting from...
This is a prominent candidate, MP's son. And the BJP spokesperson, I think, the head of this.
Siddesh Naik contesting from Kolli on the BJP. He is the current ZP and also the son of Union Minister Shripad Naik.
And also the head of the BJP spokespersons, I think.
Okay, Kavita Kandolkar contesting from Kolwale as an independent candidate. She is the current ZP and wife of ex-MLA Kiran Kandolkar, contesting from Kolwale.
Okay, now we've got William online, so let's see if we can get him back. William, are you there? Yes,
yeah,
please
hello.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, at Santa Cruz is going to be three triangular contests between BJP and Congress. AAP also is there, but AAPचे इथले presence ना. दुसऱ्यातल्या voting is बरें जालां 13.27 कितें पूण लोक तरी खूब लोक घरा गेला वोटपाक नासतना कारण ह्या फावटी कमिशनरान वोटींग स्लीप डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करूंक ना कित्याक लोकांक कन्फ्यूज जाला खंयच्या बुथार वचपाचें खंयच्या बुथार वचपाचें ना म्हाकाच 2-3 जाणां मेवले आहले मारले ते म्हणलें ना मारूंक ना आमकां खबर ना म्हणलें आमचे बिएलओनी कांय दिवंक ना खंयसर वचपाचें खंयचे पुलींग आमी 2 कोणा वचून येयले ते सांगता हिंगान आतां तितल्याचो फेडअप जावन लोक थोडो घरा गेला ही परिस्थिती आहा थिंगा आनी दुसरे फाटल्यान आले बोटी एक स्टेशनार बोटी ते पार्टी वायज जे रोल घेवन बसता तांकां टीक करपाक दिना खंय कोण येता ते तेंच्या रोलार नॉट ऑन द दीस सो थिंगासर वचोन जायते जाण मागीर कॅन्डिडेट वचोन तो इश्यू मातसो हे केले तेणी आनी अशे जायते सेटबॅक्स आहा जाले मेन म्हटल्यार वोटींग स्लीप कमिशन लोक खूब बोब मारता की सगळे कन्फ्युजनूच करून सोडला की खंयच्या बुथाचेर वचपाचें कितें कांयच क्लॅरिटी ना आमी बिएलओक विचारले बिएलओ म्हणटा आमकां सांगूंकूच ना की वोटींग स्लीप दिवपाचें म्हणटा हांवें केला की प्रॉफिट करून ना बाबा तुमच्या बुथान वचोन वोट करपाचें ते
But William, normally the political parties त्यांचे वोटरांक दिताले न्हू which constituency ती स्लिपी विल बी ते काय करूं नये
ना पूण कमिशनर हॅज टू गिव नील करपाक जाय बाबा ते बाबा खंय तुजे पडला हे ते आनी ते लास्ट मिनिट सांगला हेका कॅन्डिडेट्स
ओके
एक दीस आहा
चड टायम मेळोंकूच ना न्हू कॅन्डिडेटांक 5-6 दीस कितें म्हणलें बट दीस इज सेंटाक्रूज मेर्शेत कितले कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी आहा सेंटाक्रूज कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन एकूच आहा न्हू
होय
झेडपी एक आसा रायट
झेडपी एक आहा आनी ते डिवायडेड इंटू 2 एक चिमेल पडटा
that is what I'm saying. दोन आसा दोन ZP. Okay.
दोन आसा
What about Taligaon and the surrounding areas? Goa कितें आसा तुका माहिती सांतांत रेवर?
तालिगांव इज ओके गोइंग ऑन फायन बट अहे थिंगासर लोकांचे मेन हे जाले ते प्रॉब्लम वोटींग स्लीप म्हणजे तेंटे आमी हुंय भोंवताले गेले ते लास्ट टायम असेंब्लीक एक कोणे मारलेले म्हणटा थिंगा 2 फावट वचोन येयले दुसरे ते म्हणटा हिंगा वच ते रोलार मेळना दुसरे म्हणटा न्यू रोल थोडे घेवन बसले म्हणटा एसआय केला ते
बट SIR SECक लागना न्हू एक कशे न्यू रोल घेवन बसतले ते
लागना ते थोडे घेवन आहा खंय थिंगासर
अरे एनीवे दॅट इज फनी आनी बट कालाफुरा सिट्युएशन कितें आहा सांग म्हाका तू सारको तू
सिट्युएशन ग्राउंड रियलिटी म्हटल्यार तेचे 3 जाणांच्या मध्ये फायट जाता RG BJP and Congress.
RG हा कालापुरा
ZP हा
कालापुरा RG हा
RG हा दे असे टफ पैकी स्टील सिटी हा पहिले हा शाईन BJP हा MLA मध्ये फाईट टफ जातली
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, William. Yeah. So, what I was saying, yeah. Okay. Now let's go to our reporter Sahil Naik from is in Kalangut. Yeah, Sahil Naik is reporting from Kalangut. Sahil, can we get you online? Yes, Sahil.
Yes, sir.
So, सांग कितें चल्लां कालांगूट?
सध्या रिस्पॉन्स एक 32% जाता आता मातशें आसा स्लो आसा
बट लोक भायर सरला कालांगूट
लोक भायर सरता आता
Yeah, let him go to a place where there's a better network. I want to find out what exactly is in Kalangut and then you get him back. By the time we'll continue with all this. Yeah, thanks guys. Now see Francis, what is the scene according to you? See, what
basically we are
like this statistic that has just come in. Nagargaon, Honda, Keri, all these places, Nagargaon 40%, Honda 41%, Keri 44%. So all the rural places we are seeing is where the voting percentage is going up. Whereas all the urban spaces like Talegaon or Vasco or Santa Cruz, that the voting percentage is not shooting up like it is supposed to. I'm hoping that people will, maybe because it is a holiday, people decided let's not wake up early and go. Maybe people are going to get.
No, but we've got 10 o'clock. By 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, the percentage would have surely gone up. But maybe not that much.
But I'm hoping that it will surge post lunch, where people will say that okay, we've got to go out and vote. So we're hoping that it will surge post lunch, because otherwise, if the current voting percentages doesn't look good for the opposition, it looks good for the government.
But Bicholi, they say 75%, and Bicholi is like Congress, opposition presence is zero, literally zero.
Yeah. So Bicholi and generally all those.
So strength of show, it is a strength of show of strength.
If you look at these three constituencies, so Nagargaon has 40.08, 40.8, Honda is 41.6, and Keri is 44. So these figures are as of 12 p.m. So it is from 8 to 12, that is 4 hours of voting, has got 40%.
Which is damn good.
Which is very good, because
for
there is
ZP
another.
It's excellent for that.
And because we have another 5 hours of voting remaining. So this should double, or it should be more than double.
75% Bicholi is talking about, and it's not even these constituencies.
So I think good voting happening in these constituencies. Let's see if the same trend follows in the other.
Okay. Please go ahead, Viraj. Sorry for the interruption.
So I think these constituencies are doing really well as far as the voting is concerned. Now, if the others pick up, then the overall percentage will definitely go up. Should definitely surpass the previous elections voting percentage. What remains to be seen is whether it goes closer to the assembly election percentages of like 75. 75.
Actually, I did not. In fact, the people of Goa would have surprised me once again, because I did not think that the ZP people would come out to vote. They would say long weekend and come back on Tuesday, I don't know, I'm surprised. Yes, but North Goa is again voting better. That means people have gone out and got the people out, motivated them, and whatever they have done, they've got them out, and they have I'm talking about North, Tiswadi and South. I break it up, it's easier to manage that way. So it looks like it's like that or not?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
See, another thing that you have to notice is how many contestants. So Arambol there are 5 contestants, Morjim 5 contestants.
Everywhere.
Dargad
All over
7
Goa. All over Goa.
The only place where there is.
These are Morjim visuals playing.
The only place where there are 2 contestants is Pale, where it is
the highest was the highest at that time.
Yeah, where it's the Congress versus the BJP
direct
fight, and there are 2-3 other constituencies. Talegaon is one constituency where there are just 3. There is Congress, BJP and AAP.
AAP, who is the candidate?
The candidate is this lady called Durga Vishnu Silva in Talegaon.
It's a reserve constituency.
It's an ST. It was an ST reserved seat. Okay. The other place is Honda. Honda, again, there is only RG, Congress and BJP which is contesting. And the Namdev Babalchari from the BJP is a known character in Honda. The Indian Congress person, this Krishnanath Rama Thakur, is also relatively known. Deepak Vitho Varak from the Revolutionary Golden Party, at least we haven't heard of. Maybe he's locally relevant over there. The only other place that there are 3 contestants is Keri, where again there is Congress, Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP.
Shahpurkar.
In the fray. And in Keri, again the BJP candidate Nilesh Pawar, seems to be the candidate who is making a lot of noise over there. The Congress candidate is Ayush Kerkar, who I thought would have been a good candidate, but has failed to make a lot of noise. Some constituencies we are not seeing any kind of Morji, Dhargal, Arambol. These constituencies, a lot of buzz. There's a lot of people are talking about it. You go to a cafe and sit over there. People are talking about ZP candidate wo ha to ha amcho to candidate eka vote koriya taka vote koriya. Those discussions are going on. But in places like Santa Cruz, you go to Bappa's to have a cup of coffee and nobody's talking about the election. So
even Taligaon, actually I live in Taligaon. I may vote in Panjim, but I live in there. But there's not much buzz happening.
Taligaon, see, because
even the candidates, like the Congress I don't know what Congress thinks it is doing in Taligaon, but they've not even approached the media. Nothing. Where what he's doing, I think we met the candidate once. After that, bepatta completely. What is the Congress doing there? I don't understand. I think they've given it up to Babush. Hopefully, possibly Babush might jump back sometime. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Yeah. But what I was saying is that this AAP in Santa Cruz, he's saying,
is non-relevant.
Is not relevant, which is sad for the AAP president because he thinks he's a contender in Santa Cruz. Now that is something. Second thing also, it looks as if the Congress has got a paucity of candidates. It's tied up with JFP, who has taken one of the defectors. But Congress has tied up with JFP, one, in Kankan. Second thing, it has picked up some really tough guys, so as to say, in Kalangut and Sioli and all, so all this time, the issue with the opposition was the selection of candidates.
Yeah.
Because
so
Goa has thrown 50%
If you
out.
just study the the Santa Cruz candidate list, there are 4 candidates in Santa Cruz, correct? The prominent candidates, why he is saying that is because there are prominent candidates. Shiny Oliveira from the Congress is a prominent candidate.
Daughter of the former, late.
Then second prominent candidate is the RG person, because Esperanza Briganza, the RG has has made a lot of noise, and they were hoping to get the Santa Cruz ticket, right? Because they think that they have this. So they have made a lot of movement over there. So they are, I feel, it is between the Congress and the RG over there. The Aam Aadmi Party candidate Rajshri Chari is is more of a face, and it's about basically the party leaders from Santa Cruz who are saying that the candidate doesn't matter, we have the
do they? But from what it's saying,
that we'll have to wait and see. And the BJP candidate is Sonia Naik, who's again nobody knows where or who. They are just hoping to get the BJP votes that are there, people who will blindly vote for the lotus symbol. I think that's what Sonia Naik
in Santa Cruz.
In Santa Cruz.
No, they just want to show their presence because it's a BJP MLA, by the way.
Yeah. So
last 2 times we had whatever.
See, at the end of the day, candidates have to be leaders who people look up to, for them, for people to come out and vote. If it's not a leader, they don't look up to that person. You just putting a placeholder, and you're expecting the person to come and vote for just a symbol. Then you have to work very differently.
Okay. Anyway, we need to shut. So while we'll finish off. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Let me get our reporter from Kalangut, and then you can do your final this, and then we'll. Yeah, Sahil, Sang. What's happening in Kalangut? Still network issues, I think, Subhashish. Okay, just get him on and off while Viraj goes to the.
Yeah, so we have the latest figures as of 12 p.m. Similar to 10 a.m. figures, Taligaon is the lowest in North Goa, but the percentage this time around is 25.97, and Pale again remains to be the highest with 47.86% voting as of 12 p.m.
Yeah.
As far as South.
Okay, can we just interrupt and go to Sahil? Yeah, Sahil. Yes, please come. Yes, Sahil. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, so Kalangut the till 12 workout but slow movement but चालल्या okay असा.
So is it Parra, I heard it was quite good. MLA's village.
They are expecting 7, but हांगासर आता 60-65 things आसा म्हणटा लोक पावना voting
Your network is very bad, Sahil. But what about the BJP? I have heard in Kalangut and in those areas, Sioli, Kalangut and all, the BJP voters have not come out. Is that true? तुमका किती ते तशी feeling झाला?
सध्या माझे जितले लोक पळयता जितले बट आतां कॅन्डिडेट तो चालता तो आरसी म्हणटा आतां पळोवया कशें.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, thanks, Sahil. Your network is a little bad. Still, I think you should go to a place with a better network when we bring you back later. Thanks, Sahil. Yeah. So in Kalangut, I'm getting reports from the ground that in many areas, the BJP voters not come out in Bardesh, in many of the areas. I don't know about Mapsa, but Kalangut in many of the areas. So that could possibly be a thing in the later. Anyway, we finish. We need to shut.
Kalangut, just since we are discussing this, Kalangut, the voting percentage is 30.71 as of 12 p.m. So in the north, Talegaon is the lowest with 25.97 voting percentage, and Pale is the highest with 47.86. Other constituencies where the voting is on the higher side, around 35% and above, is Arambol with 37.36. Morji with 34.40, Dargad with 34.72, Latambarse is 39.35, Sarvan Karapur is 35.67, Maye is 37.46, Honda is 40.68, Keri is 44.61, and Nagargaon is 40.85. This is North Goa. South Goa, the lowest is Naveli with 25.29.
Lowest is Sankol. Oh yeah, Naveli, sorry.
And Rivona is 40.01, which is the highest. So other constituencies where there's good voting happening is Shelde with 34%, Barshe 38%, Kola 36%, Poingini 39%, Shiroda is 36%, Veling Prior is 35%, Usgaon Ganje is 36%, and Betki Kanola is 37%.
So north again beats south, right?
Yeah.
And the higher voting percentage in south also are the constituencies which have been the MLAs are from the ruling. Is that underlining my point when we started this discussion, or you all still have something to say about it? But before we close, let's close. Closing statement. Yes, Francis.
I agree with you.
This is Kalangut. Yeah, I don't know. Where are we? Are these visuals from Kalangut? No, this is from Pedne. Yeah, okay, Mandane. Yeah, that is Shahpurkar. Okay, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with some parts of what you're saying. Strong leaders are able to drive people out of their houses. Definitely.
This is from Kalangut? Sorry. Are these visuals? These are Kalangut visuals. Okay. Yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, please continue.
So, yeah, strong leaders are able to drive people out of their houses and bring them to vote. And where you don't have leaders, for example, like I was talking about some of the places, like the BJP candidate in Kalangut, the BJP candidate in Santa Cruz, the BJP candidate is not a leader. There is no, it's not a known face at all. Forget about leadership. It's not even a known face. Now, the MLA over there is hoping to drive people out and make them come on a BJP symbol, right? He has won on a Congress ticket. He's gone to the BJP and he's trying to drive the BJP people to come out and vote for a non-leader or a non-face, which is a very, very difficult task to do. So how do you expect people to come out and vote? So the motivation for people to come out and vote has to be created either by the leader or by, people have to say that we will come out and vote for a change. We will come out and vote to show this government or teach this government a lesson that we are not with the government and we are not happy with the government, so we will vote against the government. So I am just hoping that people will do that. You're right, as far as people being driven to vote, it is leaders and strong leaders in North Goa and South Goa who are able to drive people to vote. Like we are seeing in Benaulim, we are seeing in Veli. These are the places, like you look at Benaulim, voting percentage is still 26.47. Veli voting percentage is about 26.82. The Sankwal has a very low percentage of voting, 25.91. So wherever there are strong leaders, they are able to pull people out. Wherever there are weak leaders, they are not able to pull people out. And wherever there are candidates who don't have any of their own leadership or face value or charm, there definitely we are seeing that there's no traction in the polling booths.
See, actually, South Goa, overall Goa from 8 am to 12 pm is 33%. So I don't know, we might touch, I maybe ultimately be right also. I don't know how it's going to be.
Yeah, it is going to touch about 60% is what...
I don't know, lunch 2 hours, another 2 hours, 30% is doubtful. Anyway, we'll see. We might just
32% average all of Goa is what?
All Goa, yeah. All Goa.
So
32.5.
For 4 hours, if that's the percentage, then for 9 hours it comes close to 74%.
No, 8 to 1, 8 to 12.
8 to 12.
Yeah, okay. But then now it's lunchtime.
Yeah, the voting is going to slow down during the lunchtime. No, we've taken the highest traction hours. The highest traction hours is the morning hours.
Is the morning hours.
And after that it will slow down at lunch, and evening it may increase slightly.
3 to 5 max.
But it's still not going to be the mad rush that you saw in the morning.
I don't think so either. I tend to agree with you because this is normally what happens. Anyway,
in rural areas you won't see that, but in urban areas you will see a slightly opposite thing where you will see a rush in the evening.
Okay. Anyway, guys, we will be back at like 4 o'clock. With by then you should have a little more. Yeah. So before that, we'll get in a little later. So like between 4 to 6 we will be back on live. While in the time being we will be updating about what's happening in the various constituencies, the visuals, the bites from the various leaders, from the various this. But before I end, I still want to take a couple of minutes from you all. Do we take of this, as you said, rural, this same, because we're talking like a couple of minutes just to end up like, can we take something out from this first 4 hours of voting? Can we take something out, Viraj, from the analysis, from the data point of view? Analysis more than data. Leave the data side, the analysis. Because I'm looking at it now, it's almost done and dusted, couple of hours, and 20 seconds we'll get the final results. So which, I don't know, by 6 o'clock we should have some sort of an idea. But what is this takeaway? What is this takeaway? The QR code, scan the QR code. What do we get?
I think the constituencies where the current sitting MLA or the guy opposing the MLA is strong, those constituencies are seeing good amount of voting percentage. And other places where the leadership is not so strong or not so keen in participating in this process, the voting percentages are slightly lower.
So we basically need to drive the election. The political parties need to drive the election for that. The leadership has to be strong, proper strategy has to be. That is what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
that is the analysis. Francis,
I feel that I'm seeing this trend across Goa in the last 2-3 elections. The democracy is a little more alive and vibrant in rural areas, and in urban areas there are people who are more bothered about their lives, their work and their stuff, and they're not really.
But it's always been like that. I mean, you lived in Bombay half your life. Who used to go to vote in Bombay?
The sad part is that gap. The sad part is that gap is growing. Oh. You know, there used to be a very small gap. Now that gap is widening is where the problem is, and that is not a good sign for Goa. So I would just appeal to the people of Goa, Sugli Bair Sora, vote. Whether you're for the government or against the government, put your vote into that ballot box so that the message can be sent to the government clearly that everything is right or not right.
Yeah, but what do you feel as a politician that what work needs to be done? Because see, the BJP is doing its work. The other, 20% BJP plus whatever, 15%, 35% they are getting. Balance is not happening, is what I can see.
So the balance is, I feel...
This is my takeaway from it. It's just not happening.
Yeah, so my understanding is that the politicians who are in the opposition, there are two types of politicians. One is the older politicians who've been there for eons and eons. They are
opposition. Who is their older politician?
There are a lot of people. No, there are senior congressmen who are just holding the position and not doing anything. There are people in in Goa Forward also who are there and not doing anything. There has to be either you make way for the young blood to do something about it, or you just give up and go home. One of the two. So basically, if that doesn't happen, I don't
Will
see
that happen?
it needs to happen. Otherwise, Goa is not going to be Goa anymore. We'll have to change it to Gurgaon.
See, but my point is this. My point is, anyway, I'm taking a minute of, like, before I end, I'm taking a minute. But my point is this. See, Goa and Goans are not to be blamed. Goa throws out defectors 70-80%. One, Goa throws out old candidates 50-60%. They throw them out. But it's the political parties who choose. Even this time, you see the selection in some of the things, like the arrogance of governance of 10-15 years is okay. The BJP will take and do whatever it feels it will do. They feel it don't, and their strategy is central driven. But the people who want to come to power, see, it's again this time selection of candidates has been like a little weird here, don't you think?
So that's what I'm saying. No, I'm attacking the
weird to be the least. I'm on air, so I'm just
exactly
saying
why I'm attacking.
I'm not saying anything.
That's exactly why I'm attacking the senior leadership of most of the opposition parties, because they are not selecting candidates properly. They are not letting like new blood take over the parties. And then this stalemate is going to, this stagnation is going to continue.
And everything happens just then it's going to governance, everything else. So like tourism, all that. I don't know, Gurgaon, I don't know. Guys, we are like at the end of this part of our live show. We will be back at 4. By then, we'll get some trends and final trends and some sort of an better idea about what's happening on the ground. I am Glenn Costa. And with me, Viraj and Francis. Thanks for being with us. Keep watching.